count.
Whoa, buonasera. You'll see for a moment that I brought the incorrect overlay. There you go. Right there. It was great. Welcome, everybody, to Dungeons and Dragons, and we are Fate's Grip. And here I have my amazing team, which includes everyone applaud, Gunnar, Rook, Dravago, and Amara. And we will have, very shortly, a Thorum joining us very soon.
Will we stop clapping for Thorum?
Yeah, we'll just keep clapping until he gets here. Absolutely.
Slow clapping.
So
We should clap when he comes in, just everyone cheer.
That's an excellent
Oh no,
idea.
that's so embarrassing.
Yeah, that's why we should do it.
That's pretty.
Wait, no, we do it to Michele.
Is that distracting to you? Because you never see that.
No, I mean, I'm just, checking out the light and I'm being all technical in my mind, just making sure we're looking good. We're all looking good, and you all are. So...
Yeah, Jordan looks alright.
He's alright, not too bad. Welcome to session 61, Servants. And we might start just by doing some shout-outs. So I'll probably go first with our amazing giveaway that we have with in thanks to Meeples and Dragons.
How cool are they?
They're pretty amazing. They have given us the
cool.
opportunity to give away a beautiful glass etched with GM. If you haven't seen it yet, go onto our Twitter page. However, I believe the entries have closed.
Yes. I should tweet that.
And
Hello, this is closed.
that's right. And with that,
We are close.
you will all have another opportunity to hopefully get your hands on one of these amazing things, because this is happening again. So entries are closed, and we will draw the lucky winner after our break.
They can get their hands on one. They just need to go to
Oh, yes.
Meeples and Dragons website and buy one.
Yes. Excellent. Actually, that's a very good shout out. That's an excellent shout
You
out.
can purchase these at any time you wish.
They are purchasable.
Very good shout out.
I just
Thank you.
wrote Licky winner instead of like.
Leave it. Leave Licky winner.
No.
Yeah, please do.
I then wrote Vermicelda instead of Venecelda. I'm having a great day.
Excellent. So that's the shout out from me. Who else would like to go? Yes.
I have one.
You with the hand up.
Just a quick one. And it is for Meeples and Dragons as well. But it's also for our DM, who was a part of Jasper's Game Week last night and did an amazing job. If you're tuning in and you managed to catch Michele's stream, he's not even looking at me because he's so embarrassed. He killed it, raised over $500 for Beyond Blue for suicide prevention and mental health awareness. Amazing job. Thank you for those who donated. Really, really huge. The only excuse to not tune into our stream tonight is to jump on over and to donate to them. They are twitch.tv/ardent roleplay. But once you're done donating, if you could come back, that would be great. Otherwise, you can tune in to the channel for, I think, every other day, aside from today, one of us is playing. So you're on Wednesday? Friday night at 7 p.m?
No, I think it's 12 till 4.
Interesting.
12 till 3.
12 till 3.
You
I
are...
am heading off at 7 till 10, I believe it is. And before me is my friend.
Who is... What day?
We're friends.
On Saturday.
On Saturday?
8th of May.
I am at... I am at Friday. I'm at the Friday. And I will be playing from 3:30 onwards. Very, very exciting.
So we got your Friday, Saturday covered.
Yeah.
Friday, Saturday covered.
Have you got some hours
and
to
then
kill?
I think
Catch
Sheldon
me and
is
Jordan.
tomorrow. I think Sheldon's tomorrow. Yeah, 7 p.m. tomorrow with Scarlet Moth. Very, very cool. If you want to see me and NVCDM play characters together, check it out.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, actually, while we're talking about the community watching MVCDM, I don't think he's with us at the moment, but you can catch this later. Amazing job. Everyone who was on that stream last night, that was just an amazing
Awesome cast.
thing to watch. Yeah, a bit of soft serve for our DM over here. I am very proud to be a player in your game.
Yes, he's Einbeth Albertstein.
Yeah, it was
Oh
just
my
hilarious.
So some of the things that you can do to donate, just because I didn't realize how amazing these reward tiers are. You can donate anything from $2 onwards. Any donation gets you into a giveaway that is either Meeples and Dragons based or TTRPG based. They were giving away glasses, dice, everything. But you can also affect the game, so you can give players or the DM advantage or disadvantage. You can also create Wild Magic Surge, which I blinded everyone with last night, which was fantastic. And you can actually get a set of Jasper's Game Day dice. So I will be receiving a set of dice at some point in the mail for my $35 I donated, which is really, really cool.
Amazing. Hey, Sambo, thank you. And Weird Judge, welcome and thank you very much. Couldn't have done it without those amazing players as well that were in there. So it was definitely a team effort. Excellent. Fantastic. Well, what else would we all like to say?
If I could give a
Please.
quick extra little shout out now that Dravago's finally made his way into the rolling little corner stream there.
Who's in this?
So the artwork for Dravago was done by an amazing artist. Found her on the Etsy store. You can also find
there
her
he
there.
is.
There you go. And she is available periodically to do commissions. If you have character art you would like to get turned into something as good or even better than the Dravago up there, you can find her on the Etsy store under Cons Art Commission, all one word. And you can check out more of her work on the Art Station, which is Conny, CONNY_ARTZ.artstation.com. And if you want to troll through our Fate Script Twitter, about a week ago, all those links were put up with the artwork. It's probably a lot of traffic in that Twitter at the moment, so it might be easier just to search for Conny on the Etsy store.
Beautiful. Thank you for the shout out. That's excellent. Awesome artwork. I love that. And with all your companions as well. It's really cool. Excellent. Well, I think, what else was I going to say? I think that was it. So, yes, everyone is level 12. Just so that if you weren't aware.
Finally.
Wait,
Gosh.
does Thorm know?
He
What happened
might.
at the end of last session? So.
Yeah.
Huh?
And he wasn't here last
End
session.
of last. Oh, right.
So if
He has no idea.
I definitely didn't.
I'm going to
tell
message him.
Yeah.
Quick, everyone message him.
At once, all at the same time.
while you do that, I might recap if that's all the shout outs that we'd like to do.
He's a cleric too. This is going to be so hard for him. He's going to be like...
Yep, he's going to need to have some spillage. I will get him to roll his HP, but unfortunately it might be all the time we have until the break for him to do other things.
He doesn't need it anyway.
He doesn't need it?
He doesn't use it.
Nah.
He's okay.
Yeah.
Wow, this is jovial for some people that just got pushed into mud.
You were.
We got pushed into mud?
Good on you, Sheldon.
May have overpowered Drago.
He's watching right now.
That's amazing.
While you run, that's responsible.
It is.
Easy
that's
fem.
accountability right there.
Easy calling fem.
Oh, amazing. Yes, okay. So he's taking the old Uber in.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay, so let's bring it in and let's recap session 60. You all were in Sharn, and you deliberated and spoke to each other on your journey to gather your last goods and services, the final preparation before Yerlag. Dravago acquired white silks quickly. Arrows and armor and weapons were collected from the citadel in Sharn. You spoke of several avenues to traverse before finally arriving at Regav's cells, discovering a large pink diamond that the Furbolg didn't recognize, but that Liverith thought may be part of the legendary staff of the Magi. With the Silver Dragon studying this item and staying with the enchanter, you all took Regav's teleportation services and arrived in a swamp just outside of your lake, hundreds of kilometers from the great city of towers, one large step closer to the Lord of Blades. So, as you are sodden-footed, your shoes completely engulfed in this brownish liquid and cold. Around you, you see that familiar frost on the ground as you first started your way into the town, and you saw those wooden palisades that made up the outside of this town that was very much like a town that you visited for the very first time, where Ulka was the mayor, and you discovered this demon. So you are all walking towards this place, the dirt beneath you crunching, where small rocks are pushed aside as you kick them away. And as you come up that small rise, looking to the left and looking to the right, you take stock of your surroundings, and it's an interesting landscape. Please.
How do you enter? Go this way.
Hold on.
Go this way. That's the better way.
Welcome.
Look at you, looking sharp.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Everybody, welcome Mr. Thulren right here. Welcome, Mr. Level 12 Cleric. Whoa.
The curtain gave birth to you.
It was quite flappy.
That was amazing.
I can't wait for him to appear.
That was beautiful.
There he is. So ceremonious. That's it.
Beautiful.
I love how even the chat applause. That was fantastic.
Do we get a inspiration for that?
Yeah.
You do not.
Yeah, we do.
You don't.
Oh, come on. Come on. The level up's not enough.
Oh, isn't it? Oh, sorry. You level up again. No.
We earned that.
You spy to the west that there is simply just utter plains. You are in a barren environment around you. As you look to the east, you see that there is a river that flows inland towards a set of mountains. And these mountains, you know, as... Oops-a-daisy. Go away.
That's a weird name for a mountain.
I know.
The old Daisy go away.
As the
mountains.
Bishek Mountains, a range that separates the Eldine Reaches from the Shadow Marshes. Towards the west, you do notice as well that there is a breeze coming from that way, a cold and brisk wind coming from the Crescent Bay, which you all know as the opening of this, where this river enters from the ocean. As you continue to walk forward, there are no guards outside of these gates, and the gate, it looks rickety and unkept, a dull rusted metal of this lattice of steel. As you walk in, it's open, and you can see that this brownness is stuck onto this metal, and it gives off this really odd iron smell. And you look to the left and the right, and you see that this town is rounded and long, almost oval shape. This wooden palisade going all the way around, only about maybe 5 meters high at its highest, and at its lowest, enough for someone who can probably leap over to give it a good shot. Its defensibility is very lacking. The houses themselves are somewhat straw-roofed, straw-thatched, with wood and almost stone, some of them even mud built. And again, unkept. There's that dirt smell coming from all around you. The slushiness, almost from a recent rain, just greets your feet. And those feet of yours can't seem to get dry as you continue to waddle through this almost difficult terrain. And the people are few and far between. You see every now and again some orcs that are dressed in a similar fashion to those that Purback was talking to back in Shan. You also see, thank you so much, Aeoncraft.
Oh, Aeoncraft.
Thank you so much. That's so kind of you.
You bloody legend.
Welcome and hi. Thank you.
Kill it all, he said. So we should kill the entire village.
Okay, we will go. Oh, hey, Kahu. Welcome. The orcs that are grouped up very, very tightly quickly disappear behind a set of houses down a small gully, a small alleyway that sort of angles downward to the left. And you notice now that the town is sort of built on a bit of an angle itself. You see that the left-hand side, as you're looking at it towards the north, so on the left, it seems to be going down a bit of a gully, as it were. And you see that whatever drains and other methods of water to flow down, they're flowing in that direction, in these little gaps in the dirt. So there are some humans all grouped together, all weapons drawn. They give you a stink eye as they're walking past.
God, their eyes smell so bad.
Otherwise, the only other sounds that you can hear, apart from this wind that's blowing and causing you to shiver, is the sound of voices coming from a tavern a little ways off, maybe about 60 feet away. And you can see this creaking sign just outside of this one-story long place that's called the Rotting Beer. Just beyond that, a couple more houses and then a bridge that flows over or is pushed over what looks to be a small stream. And that's what you observe. So, as you continue your way into Yolag, what would you like to do?
Can I ask the guards that were giving us the stink eye?
They're not guards, or it doesn't seem like they are. They're not dressed with any regalia that is recognizable. They're all dressed dirtily. They're all dressed with just general tunics of different colors, off-whites, grubby. They've got long pants on to steer away that cold stiff breeze. But they're hardy. They look strong. They look like they've weathered much. They look like they can survive. A band of thugs almost.
Yeah. Okay.
Looking around, you can hardly see anyone that would be recognized as guards of this place.
And there are commoners and things like that are walking around doing their thing.
Yeah, that's right.
And the orcs that were dressed,
They've just scurried away from your view and to the left, away from the crowds, or away from the main street, the main thoroughfare that's directly in front of you.
When I caught their appearance, did it look like they were stalking or skulking around, or were they just in plain sight and then hid?
To your understanding, they simply just hid.
Yeah. Is there something I can roll to understand if they look like the retinue of Purback?
Yes, make a perception check to see if you gathered that information before they disappeared.
Woo!
Yo! Is that a 1 or a 7? Oh. It's a 7.
Oh.
Still pretty bad. Perception, is it?
Perception.
Yeah, it's an 8.
It's an 8?
Yeah.
You didn't quite have enough time to really study them until they disappeared.
Yeah, okay.
There were 7 and Perback's group was about 6.
Okay. Can I grab the hat of Purback?
Yep.
And I clutch it. Purback, are you close by?
Nothing. No reply.
Okay. I'll ponder that for a moment.
Oh, Sleona.
Sleona, thank you. Jeez, that is so kind. Thank you very, very much. Welcome.
What a guy.
You're the best. Thank you so much for
no.
that. Much appreciated.
Thank you, friend.
I got a sub.
You did get a sub.
Hey.
Enjoy it.
Ad-free watching.
And congratulations, PW 2011 and Little Miss NZ. Enjoy
Oh,
those
Miss.
subs.
There's got to be a way that we can stop ourselves from getting subs.
I always donate one if I.
Yeah,
get
that's
given a
fair.
sub. So if you'd like to get your wallet out. All right.
Remind me, there's so much going on the last couple of weeks, days. Were we
Days.
ahead of the Waterblades army or are behind him in this pursuit?
I feel like we were behind. I could be wrong.
To your knowledge, still behind, but a lot closer than you were. The idea is, oh wow, far out. Well
Good one,
done.
PW.
Good on
Oops,
you.
5. No, I'm kidding.
Max Fiction, Dungeon Mastery 1, welcome. D20, hey. Stormfell, hello. Kahu,
Lovely.
obviously amazing, and thank you so much for watching us. Thank you. Enjoy their subs. Gifting by Gunner himself.
Gunner's gift.
The gifted.
So,
GG.
to your knowledge,
GGHF.
the Lord of Blades was moving a little bit further north, or had moved a little further north, and was closer to a little town called the Rotting Blade, but then was moving across the Shadow Crags, a group of mountains just north of Yerlag. To your knowledge, you may have reduced the time to pursue him by a number of, maybe even a month or two, and you're now only mere. Actually, make a survival check.
Hey. Should I stay?
The wrong one.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, well, it's that one.
And that
Oh
one,
no!
to your knowledge, you have no idea about how far away he might be. With knowing about the land a little now, you still don't know how far away that town is.
And does Yerlag look like perhaps the encampment has passed through there? Like, is it?
If you want, you can make an investigation check to spend a little bit of time to. You could either choose to ask people, or you can just investigate the ground and footprints, things like that.
I'll just squeeze around first. And,
Yep, just by yourself.
Well, I'll be having a look.
Go for it.
It's not going to be a good night. Good modifier though, so it's 14.
Hey.
A 14.
Yeah.
Looking around, you do notice that the ground keeps its footprints. It's almost as though this place hardly gets dry, or hardly dries up. You notice that there are many footprints, and looking down at your own feet compared to the footprints that are in the ground, there have been Warforged in this area and in number. But for how long and how sort of soon that they were here, you're not sure.
It seems like some of the Lord of Blades constituents may have passed through here at some point. Surely there'd be information to gather from the townsfolk.
As much as the name The Rotting Beard does not sound good, maybe it's a place to start. Oh my god, Thorin!
Yeah.
Wow, you look extra red today.
Do I?
Looking down at your scales, no, they're just as red as you remember it.
Same. Thanks.
The mud must be cleansing for your scales.
Huh? It's not.
Are you okay? You don't look very happy. In fact, you look Angry.
Thorin, when you just before you left Shan,
Oh yeah. forgot about
wherever you went, while you were exploring and investigating it and gathering goods, rations, etc., you got looks. Some of them were outward just laughing at you, and you just weren't quite sure why. You looked at yourself, you were fine. You just didn't understand all of these strange reactions that almost everyone gave you as you passed them.
Well, obviously I have no idea what that is. So
Thank you, Ko.
Thank you so much, Kahu. Thank you. That's really kind of you. Thank you very, very much. You're amazing.
so with absolutely no idea what that is, I go, no, I always look like this. This is just my look.
Could you smile?
I smile.
Oh no, that's worse. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I go, oh. Where's this the rotting beer?
It's directly in front of you, and it's a right-hand building.
I'm gonna walk into the rotting beer.
Okay. Okay. Yep. You all watch as Thorum just directly ignores everyone else and goes towards the inn, towards
Why are
the
you so
town.
angry?
Must be the extra red scales.
Perhaps we should tell him.
No, it's so fun. Also, it could be really good if we need to scare someone. He already looks scary, intimidating almost.
Would he get any buff to it?
Michele intimidating. Fantastic.
You don't know yet.
Maybe in a place like this, that's a good thing.
Perhaps. And I just want to take a moment to really check out the surroundings, make sure, understanding, would I have understood what happened with all the footprints and stuff like that?
You can make your own investigation check, sure,
Okay, cool.
if that's what you're looking out for.
That's much better. So 17.
17. Yep. You find the same thing.
Sorry,
that
19.
19.
I think that changed.
You find the same thing. The footprints definitely. You understand that they have a large group of Warforged, and you, with the amount of footprints, you're guessing in the hundreds at least have come through here. You're probably going to gauge that they walked through here, judging by the depth of these footprints and the environment you're in, probably only about a week and a half ago, and have since moved on. By their gait, you notice that they seem to be in a hurry. They seem to be moving quickly. You also notice that there is a particularly massive pair of footprints within and around all of these others. Again, Warforged shaped, but much, much bigger.
Okay. So with that roll, I'm to understand they've left probably about a week ago.
Yeah.
A
A week to a week and a half.
Okay. In that case, I forgot how to spell blades. Would I be correct in understanding that the Lord of Blades doesn't usually doesn't usually leave people behind when he enters a town or something? Just from the general information I know.
With what you know already,
He typically tells them to join him. And then,
yes. So,
if they don't.
the Lord of Blades so far, from what you've all heard, only seems to be gathering up other Warforged.
Yeah.
Which then, looking around, then becomes unsurprising to you that the people around do seem to be up everything. But, however, it is quieter here than what you might have expected. There's just it's almost a ghost town. Apart from those two groups of people, looking around now, all of a sudden, there is no one else on this street.
I want to before I enter into the tavern. I turn to Dravago. Have you seen these markings on the mud?
Seems a number of forged come through here.
from my best understanding, the Lord of Blades isn't one to leave people behind. I think maybe to take a moment and understand that the people that are in this town aren't actually mercenaries working for you.
Perhaps they've come to ravage what was left behind.
This could be the case as well. Either way, we might not be safe here.
Maybe we can gauge by how they react to me if they've had dealings with other Warforged recently.
Perhaps. And I turn and I just want to take a couple of minutes just to really perceive the people that are here, if they're like more armed than they are, other than they appear, or if they're maybe cutthroats or anything.
So what kind of people they are and what they're wearing? What they have on them?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, perception check.
Okay. Come on, be good. That's a 10. It's 11.
11. Apart from what you know already, and that group of stronger looking humans that were eyeing all of you off, they seem to have some cuts and bruises on them, but they seem otherwise unscathed, and they were holding out weapons, daggers, clubs, rudimentary weapons, but still fairly lethal if they made contact. And so, to your knowledge, they did seem thuggish, but you're not sure as to anything else about them.
With that, then I turn to Dravago. Perhaps we may be okay here, but if the Lord of Blades caused any issues here, you may not be safe.
I might not take front on heading into this tavern.
Have you got a cloak or anything?
Good idea, actually. And I'll cast Alter Self. And I'll make myself look like Rook's twin. So
Okay.
pretty much Rook, but maybe just like a slight difference, maybe a broken nose.
Mm-hmm.
A different one eye, a different colour.
Okay. And with that, Dravago, you are now basically Rook that has just been in a fight, a bar fight or something like that with that nose, a little bit off center, but otherwise the same shape and form.
Oh my gosh, don't tell Thorum. Don't tell him.
Tell him what?
Which one is Rook?
Is Thorn with us, or is he already gone?
He's already gone in.
Don't tell him. And just let's make him think that he is not right now.
I'm nodding in agreement, but as I've seen, instantaneous, this changes. I'm looking at it, I was like, is my nose that crooked?
Yes.
Kind of like touching it. And I turn to walk towards
Oh my gosh, Gunner, you should turn into Rook too.
Perhaps after round 2 of our strength competition.
Perhaps.
Gunner, can
Don't
you
be so
turn
bitter,
into Rook?
Dravago.
Oh, you gave the hat away, that's right. 3 Rooks would have been really funny.
Well, perhaps you could test out the item I made you.
Oh. Yeah, I could. I could also be Rook. I am going to use that object and I'm going to turn myself into the female Rook. So the dreads are slightly longer.
Femrook.
And just a lot more femme.
Yep.
And a lot prettier version of Rook.
Okay. You're
But wearing
so
the
not Rook,
exact
basically.
same
Just in
thing,
clothes.
but more tailored and fitted
okay.
to just look like chick Rook.
Sure. As you also use this item to your advantage,
Choke.
you find that your jawline and the bone structure around you stays the same, stays Amara, as that's where the feminine features continue to be you. However, the skin color changes.
My eyes get smaller.
Smaller eyes, correct. You grow ever so slightly, but not to the point of Rook's height, and you stay your monk sort of thin, but also very muscular as well. and you now look like the twin sister.
I'm gonna look at them and say, Brooke, how do I look?
Confronting for me.
Do you find me attractive?
I'm not going to answer that. After you then, yes.
Gunny, you should take full credit for this and say that something in the bag of holding exploded and this is what happened.
I look between you all. I'm like, okay.
All right.
Good.
So, as you walk into this tavern, Thorum, you find yourself walking in and simply stopped. And I need you to immediately make me a perception check, please.
Hey!
Boy!
Nat 20.
Woo!
Okay.
First roll back and already killing it.
Yeah, wow.
Damn it.
We needed those rolls last game.
Yeah. We did make those rolls last game.
As you open this door that's already almost off its hinges, and you look at it, and it seems like it has been either someone has crashed into it and it just hasn't been fixed as either a recent bar fight or something similar. And there are no other windows to this place. And as you creak it open, you notice that in front of you there is simply like a longhouse, a very long, wide, rectangular table within. At the very back, there is this fireplace that takes up the entire back of this place. And on one side, there is simply a very small semicircle that's in the very center of the right-hand side, and it's all brick. And around that within that is where what looks to be a very haphazard-looking bar is set up. And you see that there's this human that has an eye patch and that has this black hair that sort of almost goes in all in one direction, as though it's been gelled over to the right. And he's a very muscular looking person, black hair, these scars all over his face, and he's pouring what looks to be water to a couple of other humans. On this long table, there's empty cups, dirty dishes, cutlery all over the place. It is a mess. It looks like there were people that were eating that had since gone. You smell the weird off smell of what was probably chicken. Who is that to, Kahu? Just name who you wanted to do the dance. And as well as that, you've got these off vegetables. There you go. Go for it.
APQ.
Yes. Come on, 1,000 points. You can do it. You can do it.
When was the last time you did a dance?
I don't remember.
It's the same dance every time. It's so weird. Beautiful.
I looked sad the entire time.
Yep,
So
yep.
that was fun.
That's what made it beautiful.
That's all you're getting, Kahu, but it was beautiful nonetheless.
I've just gone like 2 shades redder, but I have makeup on, so you can't tell.
That's right. Thorum, like rotting potato smell then gets into your nostrils as that sourness appears, and your eyes almost sting from it. It's much warmer in here than outside, though, and it's comforting, even though the smell overtakes you. At the very back of this inn, you see a small group of Warforged that stop what they're doing. They were speaking, and they are all looking at you now.
Oh,
How many of them are there?
There are 7 of them.
How intense do they look? I mean that as in, like, I've sized up a lot of people. In, like,
Yeah.
many
With that
years.
perception
They're actually
check,
not intense at all.
Yeah,
With that-
In a
they're
tavern.
inside.
Yeah.
Tavern, yeah.
Thank you.
With that perception check, they look emotionless. They seem to be wearing, however, a long red cape each behind them that flows down almost to the ground with this gold embroidery as well. And you notice they are all carrying what look to be long swords. And that in itself you remember to be a similar looking garb to the group of Warforged that guided you from the crashed lightning rail all the way into Mornland.
Guided.
Excellent work.
Like we had a choice.
So, I'm gonna, in my peripherals, I'm gonna walk on up to the bar. Are they following me with their eyes as I...
They are. Their heads move slightly, and you hear from the very far corner where they are, center, you hear that creaking of metal.
Someone needs a bit
Why
of
did
oil.
that sound like someone dying?
Hello there, barkeep.
This stocky human looks at you up and down with this eye patch. Hey, what do you want?
It's Thorum.
I would like a beer in your cleanest glass.
That'll cost you extra.
I'm more than happy to pay extra for that.
How much you got? Don't tell people how much you got. Just tell me.
No. Bring me... I was going to say... I've got enough for a few beers and no more than that.
Alright. Well, it's a silver a beer. And another silver if you want me to clean the glass beforehand.
I look around. That's pretty extortionate for an ale.
The best ale this side of the Eldine reaches.
Is there any other ale this side of
Probably not.
I give it silver.
Okay. Alright.
The other silver was for the clean glass, right? I give him one silver. Just give me a glass.
Just this. Yep. Okay. So he plonks
You die.
what looks to be a residue laden cup on the inside, and he deliberately puts this dirty finger into it, and as he sort of takes it out, you can see this brownness on there.
Oh, jeez. I give him another silver.
Okay. All right, you give him another. And it's at this point where you all is everyone going in and following Thorum?
Yeah.
Okay.
As I walk in, though, talking to Amara's quickly on the side.
You mean Chook?
Chuck.
Chucky!
Tamara.
I lean in quietly and say, I think it's Shah now.
What?
Gunner.
You Char. Oh, you think we should call him that?
I believe so.
I'm gonna say in your head, Char Gunner. Should I call you Char or Gunner? Which one? I'm confused.
You can call me whatever you want.
Is it offensive if I call you Gunner?
No,
I'm just used to it.
Gunnar was my best friend.
So I should call you Char. Because you are Char.
You can call me whatever you want.
I'm gonna say to Rook, I think you're right.
You lead the way.
What? In here? I should go in first. I should freak Thorum out. Yeah! I'm gonna pep to my step, walk
Okay.
on in.
All right.
This is the happiest night I've ever been.
You give the barkeep an extra silver, and he quickly, very deftly, makes that cup disappear, and he puts it underneath that brick outside fairly quickly, and pulls out what looks to be a pristine crystal goblet, and he puts it onto this thin brick bench, and he says, "This is yours." and he pours from this
Fancy.
very large bottle. He has to actually put it over his shoulder. It's massive, and he pours what looks to be this deep purple looking liquid, and it froths a little bit at the top, and you can smell this beautiful grape overtones as he says, "Try this."
I'm going to take a sip, and as I do, I'm going to ask, do you keep that other glass there just to extort people who don't want to pay the silver?
Enjoy the drink, traveler,
I do-
and be careful while you're here.
I turn to look at the empty inn, and the 7 Warforged who are still looking at us.
As you turn and guide your gaze around, coming into the room is, you have to make a double take because it's Rook, but there's something
Chook.
different about him. He looks like he is shorter,
Abundant.
thinner,
Hotter.
and
Much hotter.
with
You don't know
this
what Thorin was into.
with this jawline that is like very feminine, very very much as though Rook had a sister and his sister suddenly came into this room.
I'm gonna walk straight up to Thulrum and be like, "Hello, Thulrum. It is good to see you, my friend."
So am I still wearing the same clothes?
Oh no, you said you were changing.
I'm wearing the same thing because I
As
think I
Rook.
can change my clothes, right?
As Rook,
Yeah. So
Okay.
same thing,
Yes.
but more feminine fitted.
Can I roll a perception to see if I recognize if I've clued onto this? Or is it just so convincing that the illusion is...
The illusion is real.
It is illusion in its make, isn't it, Travago? What is it?
Transmutation.
Good. Okay, so even with that, it is a magical effect. So what I'll get you to in fact do is make me an Arcana check because you are fairly curious about this.
Yes, I am pretty curious about this. Let me just quickly look at what my arcana is. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Ooh, better be good. It's not 11.
11? No. This is definitely not Rook, but you have no idea what's going on. It's just a very confusing moment for you. It's just you're looking at Rook, but you reckon, I mean, something's wrong with Rook at the moment, right in front of you.
I'm going to say... I'm going to slide the ale across the room and say, just drink that. Just drink that and relax for a bit. You okay?
I am fine. Have this back, please. I will buy my own. Barkeep,
Yeah.
give me an ale.
All right, pretty one. And he, in a similar dirty glass, he pours the same grapey type of drink and hands it to you.
I'll
A
give-
silver.
Yeah, I'll just do it.
All right.
I'm going to put the glass to my lips, but I'm just going to do that thing that people do when they're trying to fake that they're drinking and just like not actually intake any of it. I'm just going to like
Let
hold
it
there.
pour. Let it pour like to the sides, or
No, just
or
like
not have anything.
pretend like I'm
Okay.
drinking.
All right.
I'm gonna even like after I put it down, I'm just gonna swallow the
Yeah.
nothing in my mouth.
Make me a sleight of hand check, while Thorum, you are right in front, and you make me a perception.
Oh no.
That might be bad. 9.
Close.
This rook in front of you did not drink a drop. And you notice it because
That's incredibly suspicious.
there's nothing around the lips, and that's what gives it away. There's no frothiness. There's no like a breath that's coming back out of Rook's mouth. It's just he didn't drink.
At that point, I'll walk up to the barkeep and go, "Another one, good sir."
Well, for you it's on the house, of course. He looks a little bit sullen at this point as he pours you one in another crystal goblet, and he puts it down. Friends of yours?
Family.
And with a grumble,
Does someone notice the second rook?
Yep, you notice that another rook has entered, and this time this rook is actually looking like rook, whereas the one beside him doesn't. And as you are looking at two rooks, one of them a bit more feminine than the other, this barkeep gives you back the 2 silver and gives you back the 1 silver.
Do I notice the differences? Do I notice
busted
anything
nose.
different about this bloke?
Yep, yeah, immediately, yeah. There's a slightly off-center nose.
We are both rook.
Well, you seem angry. Has Chook done something to you?
Is this Chook? I say, are you Chook? I say, looking to the...
Me.
I'm Chook.
Oh, you're Chook.
But
You don't remember my sister?
my friends call me Rook.
Oh.
My sister. She's been a companion of ours for months now.
Yes, of course. I remember. I lie. I look down at the silver goblet. The goblet in front of me. I slowly push it away.
You haven't drinking any, by the way, yeah? What's you got for me, Thorin?
So, it's pretty concerning.
But
I'm just going to wait for a second though.
okay, what are you two up to?
Yeah, I'm putting my hood on at this point.
Yep.
I don't know why, but I assume you're in front of me for some reason.
Me?
Yeah,
Off to the side a bit.
off the side. Are you going to head towards the guys, or...?
I would like to perceive the tavern.
Yeah, I'd be doing a similar thing.
Okay, perception check for both of you. But are you walking in and perceiving? How far into the inn are you going? And the door's wide open.
I'd imagine I'd be walking behind these two then, since they're all caught up.
Yep.
And very unimpressed, but mildly hilarious.
Pretty hilarious.
And as you do, Thorum, you notice yet another rook.
Three rooks is better
Gunner
than
following. This time, this rook does not have his nose broken. Probably out of the three, he looks like the rook that you remember just seeing just a minute ago outside.
Can I tell how unimpressed he looks?
You don't know he's unimpressed. He could be very impressed.
No, he said he was unimpressed.
I don't have much emotion in my face. I am unimpressed though. My perception is measly 6.
A 6. Looking around, you do notice the Warforged. They are looking towards you all. But apart from that, there's nothing else about this tavern that you are concerned about. You don't really, I mean, the waft of the off meats and vegetables that have been left on plates and not cleaned up for probably some time does take you. But otherwise, it's a 1-story long tavern.
In that case, if I've seen them, I'm actually not going to engage with these guys and see if there's an advantage here with the confusion that's going on with...
I would have said yes.
15.
Yeah.
15.
I've got my hood up as well, so I don't know if you're going to see my expression.
Thorum did notice your face.
Yep.
But that's it. Gunnar, you look around and once again you see the Warforged. You see a couple of other humans that come in behind you and take a seat straight away, and they seem to be 2 females and a male, and they are digging into what looks to be secondhand food that's been left there, and they're just going in and taking from it, from these plates, and they are probably halfway between you and these Warforged.
Okay. Are the Warforged looking at us or them?
Them.
I think we should stay away for a bit.
Did you see if they had the red cloaks on them?
They're very visible. You both notice that is the case.
Yes.
I'd assume they're the Lord of Blades men then.
How many of them are?
7.
Ooh.
Am I correct in thinking that, yeah, Lord of Blades men, one of them stabbed me one time.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is the same cloak.
The same cloak.
I have an idea, but we need to separate one of them.
The Warforged or them?
No, leave them alone.
More people come in as you are talking to Rook. Another probably 17 in total, one after the other. All human, all just thuggish looking, and they all take their seats beside each other. They all start talking to each other. They're not taking any notice of you at all. They are ignoring you lot. They're just coming in, and every now and again the barkeep comes around and brings food that he seems to be keeping underneath the bar itself. Go on.
Do they... where are they seated? Sorry, the Warforged.
From the front to the middle, they are keeping a wide berth of the Warforged.
No, sorry, the Warforged. Where are they
The
seated?
Warforged is right at the end, just beside the fireplace.
Okay, so there's no, like... There's probably no way to, like, get around behind them, so they can't see me.
With that, you're not sure if you can get into a particular spot that they won't notice where you are. It's a fairly open room.
Is there anything? Is there furniture against the walls or anything?
There is bare wall. There's no lounge. There are no lounges. There are no seats. The only chairs, and they are individual chairs that make up this long table. That's the only kind of cover you've got.
Like a long mess table,
Yeah.
and they're at the end of that table.
Yeah.
Okay. Kips.
Yes.
Do you
How can I help you?
Do you think you could maybe go under the table and listen to them?
Would you like me to do this stealthily, so that they may not notice me?
Well, that's yeah, definitely.
I will do my best, and I will let you know what they say. At the moment, they have been silent, and Kips immediately gets out of your cloak and scurries underneath, and you can see that he's grabbing a hold of underneath the table and just very quickly scuttling along upside down. Make a stealth check for him, please. I am so much more relaxed than VCDM, you are correct. Oh, wow.
I think it's also because you can't wild magic surge in this game.
There's a lot, actually there is a lot less to think about tonight than last night.
Can I ask, how far away would Kips be from me?
Kips from you?
Yeah.
Where did you go? You're not with these two?
No, I would have been
three.
Close to Gunner.
Okay. He's probably now about 15 feet away as he continues to scurry under. You notice that he is getting further.
As he's moving forward, I just want to remain like 10 feet at a distance.
Mm-hmm.
I've got my hood up. I guess I'm trying not to draw attention to myself. So I'm moving 5 feet in front.
And you're continuing in following?
I guess skirting around the side of the tavern as long as, if that's possible.
Yeah.
Of the wall of the long hall.
Yeah.
If that's possible to do.
And you're eventually trying to get closer to the Warforged?
As close as I can to Kips within 10 feet.
Okay. And keep within that.
Yep.
Okay. Who's the little dance for NBCDM? And what did you get for
Not
yourself?
me, I've already done it, please.
Well, am I adding that +5?
He's getting a +5 from my amulet that I have.
Then yes.
Yeah.
Rook, do a little
Rook,
dance.
you
for
did.
1,000. As you walk towards these. Whoa!
Nice.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Do that.
He's channeling.
I'm channeling Anya.
Oh. Wow. Oh, a bit of a
Like,
hula.
what's happening? It's already
It's like Major Lazer.
It just forces people to come in. That was amazing. Thank you so much.
You got a
for
song
redeeming.
too. You should pay more for that.
Sorry, what was the score?
So 22 total.
Okay. As Kips is scurrying underneath the table, Rook, you are using your amulet to instill that bonus and that extra stealth on Kips. A couple of things happen at once. Kips stops abruptly, and he gives you, in your mind, Gunnar, this sudden warning of, I've been seen. And as that occurs, you watch as, at the same moment, one of those Warforged gets up, takes out the longsword, and strides over to where he might believe Kips is under the table, and simply uses this to swipe down and tries to slam the sword, crashing it onto this table just directly above where Kips is.
Try to going through it.
Yeah, trying to go through it. I'm just going to make an attack roll here.
Before you do,
Please.
is there an ability?
It's a dead dragon.
Is there a chance I can cast a spell or?
You notice the Warforged coming towards Kips, but you're not sure of its intentions. But what do you want to do? As you continue looking, do you want a bit more time to check?
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine. Keep looking. As you three do notice as well, or four, notice that this Warforged has suddenly stood up, this one of them, as the other six just look on. And this being is coming towards, longsword drawn, towards maybe the middle of the table.
Is that all we perceived? Did
That's
we
it.
see anything else?
You can make perception checks to see if you noticed Kips underneath the table. Go for it, Thor.
How far away is Kips from where we are at the bar?
Depends if you know that through your perception. But where Gunnar was is about 25 feet.
It's a nat 1. I'm not used to having small eyes.
Yep, you do not know anything.
17.
No, it's you're not sure as to how far away, but you do notice that Gunnar does look a bit concerned, Travago.
To be honest, I was probably too engulfed in being a bit of a knob here, so I wouldn't have noticed. But
Yep.
I do have a 20 for passive perception, so
Okay.
I probably would have taken note of what's going on there.
Yep. Okay.
Now,
I'll just
Go on.
I'll just cast hold person.
On the Warforged.
Yeah.
Okay. DC 17.
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Okay. Wow. And as you just quickly,
I don't like it when he says wow.
as you quickly,
Did it really bad or really good?
and all of a sudden, just strike out with this spell. Immediately, you see the Warforged stop.
I want to do it just as he's raising his sword.
As he raises it, and that's it. There's no other movement, and the sword is high in the air, about to slam down. And Kips turns and starts to scurry back to you.
Is he really close to where they are, or had he not got there yet?
He hadn't got there yet.
So he's near another person.
Yes.
Are they reacting to this?
All of those humans and other patrons have now suddenly, all the closest ones have just and
Watch out! He's trying to stab you!
and they all just jump. All of them, 20 or so of them, jump up and start to
I should mark off that.
run. And they are running out of the inn, and they're all just looking back, and they are rushing. They're pushing each other aside, and they are going for the door.
I'm just gonna.
Okay.
What are the Warforged? The other Warforged?
Yeah, nice.
As those humanoids are running out, the other six have stood up, and they are starting to draw their weapons.
So as they do, I'm going to point to these two people I don't know. And I'm going to go, it's these two! They're doing magics! I'm going to back away, pointing at them.
At us?
Yeah, I don't know who you are.
Thorin!
Okay.
I love that you say that.
Me, Thor. As all this is going on, there is something. How big is this tavern? And would it be?
I'm backing towards these two, if I can.
I can't believe you saw me at a 22. Fuck.
Go on.
How big is this area?
It's about 50 feet. 50 feet wide and about 70 feet long. It's massive.
Okay, so have they noticed me yet? Or am
What
I-
they're doing at the moment is with that sudden
Oh, no.
yell, all of them seem to be focusing now just on Dravago and Amara, and 6 of them are starting to walk cautiously, very deliberately, and on guard toward you.
Hold on, I can't cast magic. We all know this is and I say that out loud. Thorin, don't do this, and then I'm going to say in your head, I'm going to be like, it's Amara! It's Amara!
What were you going to do?
I'm halfway through saying something with my
Yeah,
country draw.
yeah.
Going, I think it's them.
Cool.
I stand up and I go. Sorry about that.
Are they clumped together? the
They are
Warforged?
clumped together. They're in a semicircle, and there are 2 in front, 2 just behind them, and 2 just behind them,
Okay.
in almost a triangular shape.
Okay. What's the radius? What's the diameter?
15 feet.
As all this is going down,
Playing a fiddle.
action. I don't know if this is possible. I want to cast Zone of Truth in an area that would kind of encompass them.
Okay.
Kind of as they're moving in between myself, these guys,
Yep.
to get the biggest berth of
Yep.
60 feet.
And you see this semicircle of silvery, translucent bubble and light just overwhelming the majority of that space. They don't seem to either notice or care as they enter, or with the first 2 just go beyond that point.
The first 2 go. And there's only 2 of them in the circle
At the moment, but they are slowly moving forward.
I'm gonna wait a couple of moments
Okay.
until they're all in there. Can 2 of them make a charisma check?
Sure. Saving throw?
Saving throw, yeah.
First one is a fail. The second one is a fail.
2 failures. I can't ascertain whether or not they fail, can I? I don't think it says creature magic is only growls against if you want to do
For
it.
the
I'll have a
purposes
look
of
at
this,
Yeah. I'm going to run up to
Yeah.
Thorin.
between you and Thorum are these rushing of people. Just make me a dexterity check as you're trying to just run between this crowd that's flowing out.
It's all bad.
10?
10. You start to run, and then you are pushed towards the door, and it seems like someone has grabbed you almost, and because you are being just taken for the ride, and this stream of people are starting to pull you away. You 4 no longer see where Gunnar is.
How far away are the Warforged from me?
25 feet away.
Okay.
I'm gonna just end the alter self spell on myself
It
and
drops.
go back to myself, and I'm gonna be like, hello everyone. I don't do the magic. It was cast on me. I am but an innocent.
You now
It's
look like you cast
it's
magic.
It's an on-self
You just
spell.
dropped a spell.
Then I'm gonna say, fuck, okay, who wants to fight? Let's go.
Go on, Dravago.
2 questions.
Yep.
1, do I recognise the red coats that these Warforged are wearing?
You know of them. You've never seen them before, but you know that they are familiar in that the followers of the Lord of Blades generally do wear these as a symbol of loyalty.
And question number 2: can I see this shimmeriness of Rook's spell?
Let me quickly check
Shimmeriness.
something on that.
Kind of magic because it only goes against.
Shimmeriness.
Shimmer, shimmery.
Shimmer, shimmer.
Word of the day.
Shim, shimmerny, shim, shimmerny, shim, shim, sharu. I remember that song from
No,
my young days.
you don't.
From Aladdin.
It is invisible to you.
The Lion King.
Then I will drop the Alter Self spell,
Yep.
and I'll make my way into view of these Warforged, and I will yell to them, "What are you layabouts doing here? Hanging back? You should be with the Lord."
Make a
My
deception
lord.
check and do so at disadvantage, please.
Oh no.
Come on, high
Oh
ropes.
no.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
That is a 5.
I don't even know where that song's from.
Every day.
While Dravago is moving up and shouting this, you see that though the next 2 have come in to this zone of truth, and the front, one of the front Warforged, they all look quite similar. They have the sword out, and one of them points towards you now, and it says, "We do not recognize you, or any others. If you are here to attempt some sort of chaos, leave or be felled."
Actually, we are part of a travelling circus, and we are but here to entertain. I hope we have done so far.
Also deception check, please.
Oh, can I have advantage because we've been to the circus? Whoa, that was really good. For me, at least.
12.
It was a 17.
17, okay. As this one looks around towards you all, you seem more like travelers, adventurers.
I've never had an adventure in my life. The
You
circus
all-
is but an adventure.
You all look familiar. And the other 2 now go into that space,
Yep.
and they stop directly in the center of your zone of truth.
Yeah, so all
All of them
6
have swords out.
Okay. Oof.
This is such jovial music for such a dark time.
Yeah.
Let me change that for you.
La 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 la.
Yeah,
la.
make it deep.
No, we're the circus. It's fine.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so I'm going to try and remain. I can't really remain stealthy. I'm going to loiter in the background and just try and listen for a little bit longer.
Okay.
Only a few moments more.
Behind them, each of them, from their backs and under their capes, take out what looks to be this large triangular long shield, and they put them as, again, a guard in front of their person, and their long swords simply scan you all outward and prepared. And the front one continues, "Who are you really?"
In that,
We are, yes,
can I communicate to Victor?
yes, if you'd like.
And I ask him, this must be brief and quick. Have you got anyone here at the... Jeez.
The rotting beer.
The rotting beer that might be a part of your friends?
The quick reply is, "I do not."
Okay, in which case my arm starts glowing a bright misty blue,
Slaughter them.
and I get ready to draw an arrow And while they're, or would any of them be within 10 feet of my friends?
Yes, they are within 10 feet of those three now.
Is there one that's in the middle that would be within 10 feet of that center one?
The center one?
And none of my friends.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
I'm trying to target as many of them as I can without hitting my allies.
You can target all of them without hitting them.
And when it's appropriate, I'm going to let loose lightning arrow and hit them all for some lightning damage.
Okay. If you want to do that, roll your attack.
I'll get it at the ready, just to wait to
It's gonna be like
hold action, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just like doing this.
Am I outside now?
You are almost there. Make another dexterity check to try and free yourself.
I need to use my strong guys.
Heavy strong.
As
Heavy.
if you don't ever not use
I didn't use it. I haven't used it for weeks
Oh.
because it's wrecking my box. It's wrecking my dice box.
Yeah, true.
Hey, not bad. Also, sounded like it cracked my box. What was it again? Dexterity? 15.
Say crack again.
15.
Crack.
You do manage to just
Slip.
unfurl yourself from this throng of people, and just at the front door, you disengage yourself from them, and they all rush out. And now, one more thing, gonna make me a perception check, please.
Ooh. Jeez.
So 2 nat ones.
2 5s plus 9.
So 9 in total?
Yeah.
Okay. You notice one thing outside. Well, a couple. The crowd of people have dispersed, and they're going into houses, homes, into side alleys. They scatter because they're looking to their right and to their left, and that, for some reason, is giving them a point of reference to go simply directly out and straight. As you follow their gaze, you notice that there is on the foot of this side of the bridge, heading on the north side of the town, this creature, a black cape, simply waving in the wind, and
I was enjoying being
holding
in
what
that,
looks to be a thick-looking rapier and a crossbow in the other hand, and he has this
Creature.
This creature has these tusks that go out of its mouth and upward. These 2 huge,
Like an orc?
even bigger, massive, up to here from
Oh my
me.
gosh, it's a woolly mammoth!
And it's got, this creature also has these like horns that go directly backward from its head, and it seems to have as well these greaves that go all the way up to its waist of this dull metal, and it simply is watching the inn where you are. That's all you notice.
Wow.
What's everyone else doing?
Peace.
Have we unwittingly walked into this zone of truth? Or?
No, you're still there. The zone of, to your knowledge, there is nothing there. But so no, you're not sure.
Having failed everything I've tried, I might hang back for a sec.
Is there something we can help you with?
Warforged says, "The Lord of Blades has directed us to stay. For there was rumor." Who's that?
Yeah.
Deception check, please.
I'm gonna look confused to make it more convincing if that helps him at all.
Do that with advantage then, Thorin.
That is a 20. Unnatural 20.
Unnatural.
Didn't you just...
As he looks at you intently, he says, "It seems His name has not travelled as far as he may have wanted. The Lord of Blades is the Lord of the Warforged. The one that will unite and is uniting them all over Corvair under his banner. And that will seek the end to this land, and under his rule shall we exist.
I say, that sounds nice. I've never met anyone who followed him before, so it's nice to meet you. Should we raise a glass in his name? I say uncertainly.
We have been told that there were perhaps pursuers that were attempting to stop him.
I don't know, going after an army doesn't seem like a good idea.
It would be unwise, wouldn't it?
It would be incredibly unwise. In fact, that's a good idea. We should all have a drink.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Hey, round on us. How does that sound?
clean glasses.
He looks towards you, Dravago. Sort of spies you a little bit. You are the odd one out here. Do you count these as your companions?
I'd count many as my companions, these people included.
Friends, then.
He's a
People
good
you
guy.
travel with.
They are friends to the Forged. Can I ask you, why do you decide to follow the Lord of Blades?
Oh, you know of this Lord of Blades? That's cool. You should have told us.
Yeah,
earlier.
they just mentioned him. I shrug off my previous action.
He sort of tilts his head a little bit. That creaking continues. This actually quite polished, light silver metal that makes up his face. These orbs of what look like ceramic within his sockets look toward you. These iris is non-existent. They're just white orbs. As he turns his head and he says, "You just called yourself the Forged. Why?"
Because I was forged, same as you.
That is not the name of your race. That is not the name of us.
Perhaps it should be the name of us, of you. Do you choose war, or are you told to partake in it?
We are told and we obey, for that is the unfortunate circumstance. We do not wish it, but we are here to fight for him. Where are your friends? Where are all of them? We have been given a description of whom we should be seeking out, and you all look very close to this look.
To this rook.
Where are the rest of you?
It's just us.
It's
I say.
actually, yeah, we've been together for a very long time. I've known this guy most of my life, actually. Yeah, there's no one else.
At this point, I'll run back inside.
Oh no!
There's someone outside!
This,
Oh wow, a strange green goblin. Who are you? Get out of here.
this Warforged
What?
turns towards you. You show yourself.
I'm gonna, in Gunner's head, be like, go, go, go! Get out! Run away.
They're like, there's someone outside.
You should know
Shit.
that the Lord of Blades has made contact with Khyber. He has started negotiations. They are going well. Help will aid him in his conquest. And it seems that there is one bound to you that seeks freedom. For its one of its companions is waiting for you as we speak to rid that being of its confinement. We shall be entertained while you shall leave this place.
Do you know that your lord is following a false goal? He has been deceived, just as you have. You chose your words carefully before. You said it was unfortunate that you had to follow. Why not strive out and make that choice for yourself? You have the capability.
But we do not have the numbers. We do not count ourselves as the ants these humans are. Their might put together overwhelms us. We needed direction. We needed somewhere, a land, and he will give it to us, to you.
Why do you need him to give it to you? Is this situation not proof that the Forged race can live alongside the others?
Without a place to call home, without our own industry. Why are kings needed? Forged. Why are leaders leading lands? This is just another. But we will reap the rewards by allying ourselves with those who can muster beside us. The Queen herself will gather her children.
It is not the Queen that your lord talks to, but another, an illusionist. His goal to free Tiamat. It's not true. He will unleash death upon you and the world. Following blindly, you will lead yourself to that death. There are other options. Be strong. Stand for yourself. Surely, war is not the only thing you desire. Have you not seen the other races? They do coexist. They may fight amongst each other, but if you spent more time with them, you would see that the goodness outweighs the dark. I challenge you. Make your own decision. Do not follow blindly into your own death.
I need you to make me a persuasion check, please.
Does he get advantage?
Why not? He's a Warforged.
Give yourself the plus 8.
I can't.
Oh, really?
It's for the abilities. Persuasion.
Fuck.
11.
No.
Wow, that was a good Emily impression.
I'm doing impressions in the dice rolls here.
Mm-hmm.
It's 11. It's 11.
Okay. As this one Warforged who has been the speaker for this small group looks you up and down. He speaks up again and he says, "You are different. You were not made the same as us. You do not know our hardships like we have. He has given us direction. There is no illusionist. You are wrong. She, Queen Tiamat herself, will be released, and she will help us live as we deserve it, not under the thumb anymore of the gnomes who created us, House Cannith who provided for us, the gods who gave us the sentience, however you want to believe that we were made. It will not continue." He looks towards you all. "You are trying to convince us in vain. You must be the ones we have been warned about.
Can I ask a quick DM question,
Please.
How dim is this?
Good question. In fact, it is fairly bright. Unfortunately, there are the walls do have a lot, probably about 20 or so sconces flamed in this place.
Oh, I've heard of this tavern. It's called Amara's Bane. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there a second floor?
No, it's a tall ceiling, but there doesn't seem to be a second level. No stairs lead upward. The only place that seems to have that you would assume that there's a like a doorway or somewhere is where the barkeep seems to be going in and out of, and that's below. He seems to be there's a sort of a trap door just where his bar is that he seems to be gathering this food out of.
We're standing directly in front of the bar.
Yep.
If I was to say duck behind the bar, would it be
that's
enough
probably
of a
the most
there?
shadow there. Yep.
But then I couldn't go anywhere. I would just be there. Cool. No, I'll keep that in mind. Gonna look at my friends and be like, yeah, you caught us. What a shame. Now we're gonna have to kill you. Really didn't want to fight today.
In that moment, then, after the conversation that Dravago's had, I'll pipe up, draw my bow. I'm not going to loose the arrow yet, but say, it's such a shame we didn't cross paths while we were in the Mournlands. Perhaps your life would have been different and not set to task for war. Might have been Father Carmira, you'd be helping New Breland and Kringbrombanal. You still have a choice. But know that your next answer could be the end of your life.
We know that we have been left here to die. That is the choice we made.
The choice you made? Or the Lord of Blades? Agnarak.
So it gives you a bit of a curious look. Is that some sort of... What is that word?
You've been deceived so much more than you could ever imagine.
We have simply been led. We have been simply been gifted. We are rewarded for what we do. That is more than anything these other lands have given us.
Before I say the next thing, I do know that there was Warforged leaving the Lord of Blades at some point because of a disagreement. And I say to him, no, you had a choice. You could have left with the others, but now you'll die here.
A small sort of gaze back and forth between the other Warforged, who still have their swords out towards you, and they are moving them. They haven't stopped that motion.
I'm gonna
Go on.
pull back, and as soon as I see one of them move, with the last thing before I loose this arrow, I believe your captains made the decision for the 6 of you. Now it's time for you to make yours.
I'll pipe in with, are you as helpless as this fool? Or are you brave enough to stand for yourself?
I'll get Rook to make me another persuasion check, if that's okay.
Come on, something over 9. Oh, fucking god. Oh, it's a 16. Jeez, I thought it was a 2.
How did a 16? How did the 2 look like a 16? Vice versa.
We'll talk about that in the break.
Got it.
What did you want me to roll?
Persuasion.
That's a 20.
20? Okay. 2 of them seem to start to lower their weapons. As they start to do so and look at each other, in a split second, this leading Warforged, longsword out, simply turns and the longsword scrapes along the neck of both of them, and one after the other you can see that there's this huge gap now in the neck of both of these things. There are string and wire that have completely been severed, and you see both of them simply fall backwards. Little small sparks just fly and they crunch onto the ground behind.
So he's just done a wide sweeping attack
Sweep, and those two that seem to have faltered are now onto the ground still. And he moves his sword back around and points it towards you, and once again he says, "Then we shall die."
I lose my arrow at this point.
Can I also speak to Thorum in his head and say, "I need your fire"?
I hear that.
You do.
I'm gonna jump over the bar.
Okay.
As soon as you can. How close are these Warforged standing together?
The Warforged are a couple of feet away from each other, and they're about 15 feet away from you.
If I could draw a circle around all of them, I could fit them in a 10-foot circle.
10-foot diameter or radius?
Diameter.
You'd probably get 2 out of the 4 left. 2 out of the 5 remaining, sorry.
Alright, yeah. When the time's ready, I'm gonna bring some fire.
Okay. As you loosen the arrow, and as you contemplate your next actions, we are going to take a 10-minute break at this point.
You
Boo!
bastardo!
Come back
Boo!
10 minutes with the winner of our giveaway,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
right?
as well as
So good.
I wonder who it will be.
a little battle to come.
I wonder.
Who knows?
won.
Who knows?
And I will see, and we will all see everybody in 10 minutes. We'll make it about well, maybe 8:38, 8:39. Don't go away. Thank you. And
Pew pew.
where is it? Oh gosh, where to go?
How do we do this? One of these tables is not like the other.
I can't really throw shade about being on time, so.
No, that's okay. That's right. Do you
Do
need
you
to
want
come through
help?
here?
Can we move that?
Move the thing?
Yeah, like toward you slightly, because
Yes.
I can't see the chat.
Sure.
Please, thank you.
Ah,
Yes!
you've killed the DM. He's dead now.
I can see it.
Welcome back, everybody. We've got a winner for our giveaway
Oh yes.
that we are going to announce in memento. And
It's Michele, he won.
I did not win anything, thank goodness. Otherwise,
Why?
well, because I am less deserving than some of these amazing people who.
It's true, you don't deserve anything.
I won't argue that actually.
Yeah. I'm logic. Who would like to announce the winner? Who knows who the winner is?
I think only...
Go for it.
The winner is someone who I don't think is watching the stream at the moment, but
Oh.
consistently comments on everything that we do. And it is MJ My Time. So
Hey.
MJ My Time, congratulations. You will see us drop into your DMs literally very shortly. Congratulations. Enjoy your glass.
Enjoy GM Glass, that's amazing. Okay, now I'm going to see if this will work, but just before it does happen, we're going to get straight into it because as you fire the arrow, these things happen simultaneously. You watch as the front captain or the speaker for this group suddenly mutters something under his breath, and the sword that he's carrying lets off this enormous shockwave as it slams into you like a wave of water, and you are all instantly shoved away from and almost like you're in some sort of whirlpool underwater, but you are being pushed outward, and you all suddenly appear just outside this place.
Is this while I'm jumping over the bar?
Yep.
Oh no.
At that point, as you have a bit of a look around, you notice that your surroundings have also changed. Not just slightly. It looks like this town has almost transformed. You see paths where there was dirt. You see the stream has widened over towards the north. You notice that these roofs are much neater, much cleaner. You see trees that have just appeared behind some of these homes. It's quite different from what you entered.
Can we see this like through the windows or something? Or?
You've all suddenly appeared outside from whatever spell was cast by this creature, by this Warforged.
Is it a spell?
You felt an affect you as you fired your arrow. You still get that attack roll, don't worry, because that lightning will affect them. But you are all now outdoors, looking around.
Can we all see each other?
You can all see each other, but right next to you are these three Warforged that are left out of the seven now that were inside. Two of them being felled, three directly next to you. And with that, I will show you what you're looking at, and I need everybody to roll initiative, please, as you take stock of what's going on.
Is there two missing then?
At the moment, there are two missing. Correct.
Can I be an absolute pain?
No, you please.
If that was a spell, can I consume it?
And what effect will that have?
It'll just cancel the spell out.
Tell me about that effect.
It's Nemesis, I think it is. Features. Magic uses Nemesis. When you see a creature casting a spell or teleporting within 60 feet of you, you can use your reaction to force a wisdom saving throw.
Yep, sure. And what's your spell DC?
It's not high.
That's not a number, right? 13?
It's a 13, yeah.
13. You can see it if you want, but that is a natural 18.
Okay, that's okay.
I think I would like to see it. If you could hold it up.
Yeah.
It is here if you'd like to come across. I won't hold it up because I could have moved it. Trust me.
Never trust your DM.
Fair. So, with that in mind, this is what you see. The stream.
Could you please hit the thing?
Oh, yes, of course I can hit the thing. Of course I can. Apologies.
That is a very nice map. It's
A nice map of doom! As you are all looking around.
Oh.
That's all right.
Secrets.
Secrets!
That's okay. I'm never using these maps ever anyway. You see the same creature to the north on this small bridge.
Don't like it.
This creature of horns and tusks that are coming out of its head. This black cape, the greaves up to its waist, the crossbow, and this thick, jagged saber in its other hand. And then looking around to the south between two homes, you see this large Warforged that has rolled into this space what looks to be a ballista. This large, massive crossbow
Oh no.
that is aiming in your direction.
Fantastic.
Now,
I'm so glad I took the tough feat today.
I'm just going to bring up a quick thing here that will help me with initiatives. That is called an electronic Word document.
Would you like an electronic piece of paper?
No, I'm good. Thank you very much. I'm just going to roll quickly for these two guys. Just give me a moment. Okay.
Oh.
First is going to be...
Hey, thanks, buddy. It's so cute.
Okay.
Like every now and again, I'm like...
Can I have 25 to 20?
Oh, I didn't even roll initiative. Sorry.
That's all right, you go. Thorum. 20, Amara.
21.
Whoa, okay.
Hey!
Whoa.
Hey!
So 21, Amara. 20, Thorum.
I like that tickled you.
Did you roll higher than that or
No,
as
I got
that?
15.
Okay.
Me
20,
too.
20 to 15.
15.
Yeah, 15.
What's your dex
Oh,
score?
easily 55.
Yep. Your dex score?
Plus, that's 20, plus 5.
Okay, so you go first. So 15.
Me, obviously, because I have plus 55.
Actually, yeah, okay, cool.
Roll off. I want to roll off.
I'll roll up.
Roll off me.
Oh.
Good, 2.
I would have won. Just so you know, if you had made us roll off, I would have won.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, good to know. It doesn't count. Dravago, what did you get?
It's one of those knots. It's a 5.
Oh, wow.
We swapped dice.
Yeah.
It's because you impersonated me earlier. That's exactly what
Yeah,
happened.
actually.
As soon as that happened, you are now me.
Okay. You notice that these 3 Warforged are right next to you. Now, can you see the map clearly, or shall I zoom in for you? I can zoom in a little bit if you'd like.
I think it's fine.
Okay.
Where are the Warforged?
Warforged are... You can't see my... They're right to your north. So there's... Like where these 3 are. Oh, you can see
that's
my
those 3?
mouse.
Okay, cool.
Yep, those guys there. So, first up we've got Amara. What would you like to do?
Crazy. What can I do? Oh my gosh, I haven't even thought about it. Hold on. I'm just gonna count squares for a second.
Without... Did I lose my arrows prior to...
Oh, yes, of course, sorry. Just as you think of that, Amara, make your attack. Thank you so much for reminding me. You do, and it does affect them.
1,000 points.
That is well above a 20.
That'll
19
hit.
Plus, yeah.
Now, do you have to hit just one for that to then...
Correct, yeah,
Yep.
and then it splashes out from there, and there's
Yep.
2 of those attacks.
Okay, go for it.
So the first one is 10. Is 14 to the main target, which would have been the captain.
Good to know. Yep.
14
Sorry,
damage.
14.
14 damage, yep. And then that splashes out in the 10-foot radius towards everybody else. So I'm assuming there was 5 left after 2 was slain by the captain.
Yep.
I just want to make sure they don't need to roll on anything. They need to make dexterity saving throws.
Against the DC 13. And 5 of them, yeah?
Saving throw each of these creatures takes a fail save. Yeah, so the DC is 13.
13, okay. So all 5 of them?
For all 5 of them, yeah.
Pass. Fail. Pass. And pass. So only 1 fails.
Only 1 fails? Okay, so...
There's 1, 2, 3.
Okay, so... The one that failed takes 10 damage.
10 points of damage, okay.
And then the others take 5.
Yeah, where is Thulrum?
Oh, my bad. Where are you, Thorum?
Thulrum doesn't exist.
He doesn't go. Oh, that's right, because I had this prepared for last night and he wasn't here. Sorry.
We were supposed to do this last week.
Is that the steel?
Wait, so you're recycling content, Michele?
How dare you?
How did you know that we were going to use it then, huh? What if we went the opposite direction?
He doesn't exist at the moment.
Oh, the Steel Defender's dead, by the way.
Got it?
Yeah.
On it?
Oh, how come?
He hasn't
Because he fell
rebuilt
off
it
an
yet.
airship like a week ago.
Oh,
Of
Not a
course.
week ago.
Well, in game.
2 seconds.
I could have helped it.
What the fuck?
Well, I didn't know.
You weren't there.
What happened?
Oh, don't worry.
No, this is we're talking about another session.
He's coming in.
Well, I did try and help a living
He's
creature.
getting there.
Anyone want the
You're going to be
Resurrected.
larger than life for just a minute.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Just like really.
Once this uploads and gets... Oh my gosh.
While you're doing that, can I ask you what the ballista is made of?
Looks like it's a... on your turn, I can get you to make a perception check.
It is my turn.
Perception check.
Well then, it is made a mixture of wood and steel.
Oh, did she not have to roll for that?
Interesting.
No, wood and steel from where you are. If you want to know more than that, you can roll a perception.
No, it's fine.
I didn't know steel could be made from wood.
Ha!
I am going to...
What does wood and steel look like?
I'm going to run right on up here, my movement being 50 feet.
Well, I had that second attack. Yeah.
Just before you do go, yes.
So that's a 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
Interrupting.
Okay, so captain again.
Yep.
How dare you interrupt your own turn?
Is a
Sorry, I'm excited.
5.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
It's been a while since we fought some shit.
So that's a 19.
First punched you.
19 points of damage.
Yeah. And then the other 5 need to do DC rolls again.
Okay. 19. Cool. Okay. First one passes. Second one definitely passes. Third one passes. Fourth one passes. And the fifth one passes.
Okay, so
All take half of
yeah,
what you roll.
I'll roll.
I need to make your spell DC harder.
So 10. So 5 damage again.
5 damage for each.
Each, yeah.
Cool.
I think it is based off my wisdom. Yeah.
Okay. Got it. Thank you very much.
That's okay.
Is your wisdom garbage?
So, Amara.
Simultaneously, Amara runs her normal speed up to this ballista,
Yep.
and she just goes, "This does not look like it would be fun to be shot by, so I'm gonna try and get rid of it, and I'm just gonna start punching it."
Okay, make
I wanna
me
try
an attack roll,
I want to
please.
try and punch at weak wooden spots that I can
Cool.
break.
Okay. Go for it.
Specifically, if I see any levers, triggers, that sort of thing,
Ropes.
that's what I would be aiming at.
Okay. Go for it.
Cool. First punch.
Start chewing on the rope.
It's an 18 plus 7.
It'll hit.
Yeah. That is 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. Okay. You go for one of the levers and you crack it and you see this huge crack in that large bit of wood. It seems to still be functioning, but it's definitely creaking a little bit more than what you found.
So I've like punched it, and now I'm gonna like kick it with my foot.
Okay.
As hard as I can.
Sure.
I want to make that crack bigger.
Crack.
Thank you. And it is a 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
Beautiful. And that's another 8 points of damage.
Another 8. Okay.
And then for my final action, I'm gonna do the same.
Go for it.
And hopefully you destroy it. 15 to hit.
15 just hits.
Yeah!
It's not moving.
Another
It's
8
unconscious.
points of damage.
8 points of damage. Okay.
So it's just like punch, kick, punch.
Can you just roll a death saving throw for that?
The last one breaks half of that lever, and you see that this large Warforged, larger than the others that were in that room, with this glaive in its hands that seems to be manning it, just looks over and just starts to lean towards you, brandishing this thing.
Good.
Okay. What else are you doing?
Looking frightened.
Lovely. With that in mind, we have Thorum, you're next.
So, if I'm reading this right, all three of those Warforged are standing right in front of me in a nice little 30-foot arc, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
I can only see one.
There's 3 of them.
There are 3.
There it is.
One to the right of Thorum, and then one above, and then one diagonal.
Yep.
Right.
Correct.
I'm going to turn in such a way that I'm facing kind of all three of them, and I'm probably going to get the side of this what looks to be a hay building as well at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to unleash my breath weapon with a deep breath. Golden fire pours out of my mouth. And depending on whether or not they save a DC 14 dexterity throw, or takes damage.
Dexterity saving.
Yeah.
Yep. Save, and save. What's your DC?
14.
14. The last one just saved. Sorry.
Yeah, that's what I said. It'll take 8 points.
8 points
Yeah, half it.
of fire. Sorry. What was it?
It's 5 damage, yes.
Yeah. And how did you cast that? Just with your breath weapon.
Just my breath weapon.
It just explodes out of your mouth, and you see this almost beam of flame, this smoke coalescing around it quickly as it engulfs them. They do dodge out of the way, all of them, but you see a lot of their body is just set alight, and they're just patting themselves down, trying to get that done and extinguished. And you can see a lot of that metal just starts to melt from their person. And how much damage?
So
8.
no,
8.
8. Yeah, half it. 8.
Okay.
Is 8 halved or is...
8 is half.
Cool.
I was going to say, only 4. That would suck.
Okay. What else are you doing?
When you try your best.
I will, as a bonus action, directly one square above me and attacking the forge to the upper right. I'll cast my spiritual weapon. I'm going to cast that at 4th level.
Go for it. Yes, I do have your spiritual weapon. Ha-ha! It is prepared!
Sweet.
I'm so proud of myself. Oh, shucks.
What?
Wow, that's real cute.
Ha!
That is a 17.
A 17 to which one, sorry?
To the one, 17 to hit, to the one up and die, or the one right across from me.
Right across from you?
The one to the right of me, yeah.
Okay. That one is just one of the not the speaker. The speaker seems to be the one below that. So just that darker little square.
That's the one.
So you do hit.
Perfect. Bonus of that is
It's what we like to hear.
$15 points of radiant damage.
15.
Yeah.
Okay. This hammer crashes down on this particular Warforged, and you can see its shoulder just dented immensely from that crash. And you can see one of its arms is just limping and creaking uncontrollably and just moving on its own accord and just jittering back and forth as parts of its body are now acting on their own. That's a lot of damage. Well done. Okay. What else?
That's it for me.
Alrighty. Next up, Rook.
Okay, so just that lights in the way. The north next to the straw hut, is that the captain that I was shooting at?
So the creature that is the highest.
Okay, yeah. And so the bottom left is the captain and the ballista.
No, the captain is 10 feet.
Spiritual weapon.
Yeah, next to the spiritual weapon. So 10 feet diagonal to you, upward. That darker figure.
Okay, so
between you and it is Gunner.
So I'm not in close combat with anything.
No.
Just trying to get a purchase on the new surroundings after coming out of that portal. Does the demon look like it's a part of the Warforged group?
Just seems to be by itself, simply looking at the ensuing fighting that's happening.
Okay.
Doesn't seem to be. It seems to be carrying weapons and unsheathed weapons, and its crossbow is armed, but not engaging yet.
Okay. I would like to. It's a bit of movement. I'll come up onto the balcony of that black house.
The balcony of the Black House? Yep.
Yeah.
You're going to
just
move
seeing
there?
If I can get cover off of the fence that I guess that is. Is that right? It's surrounding it?
So you want to go sort of... who do you want to take cover from?
The ballista.
The ballista. So you want to sort of go maybe behind the stairs or behind... Because you can move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You can move behind here if you want to.
I can move 35 feet.
You can move... it'll just get there in a second.
Yeah.
You can move behind there if you want.
Kind of maybe...
Near the stairs?
Yeah, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So, sorry, where the stairs are.
Mm-hmm.
And then just kind of where... I'm assuming that black outline around the balcony is a fence or some
It is.
Yeah, just kind of like place me on the stairs there, I guess.
Basically there?
That'd be, yeah.
Yeah.
From there...
You do have cover. You do have half cover
yeah.
from the ballista here.
And I'll shoot while I've still got my lightning arrows up at they count as large targets, so I'll shoot at the big boy with the axe.
Okay.
So Amara doesn't cop the lightning damage, and I'll take the 2 shots.
Okay.
And that one. That's a 15.
Flies over the creature.
Yeah, 15 on the creature, not the ballista.
Yep. Flies over completely.
And that's a 25.
That'll hit.
Okay.
That's a lot of dice.
That's much better. So 14, 20, 24 damage to it.
Give me just a second.
Wait, it's here?
That's to the Warforged creature. Sorry?
I was making a stupid joke about it.
It's his A-block.
Oh, right.
Oh, that's right. How much damage?
14, 24.
24? Okay.
And then the ballista needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
The ballista?
Yeah.
Sorry, who are you aiming for?
The Warforged
Okay.
Axie boy.
Okay.
Yeah.
But then the ballista needs to make the dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, because it's within 10 feet of
Okay.
the...
It fails.
Okay.
It does a barrel roll.
That takes 9 damage.
9 points of damage. Okay.
Is the ballista considered a creature?
Negative on that. And what did you hit the ballista with?
That was the lightning.
The lightning.
Yeah.
It courses through, and you can see both of the wheels actually just disintegrate and smoke and collapse on itself, and the thing is effectively unable to move it now and maneuver. It's still pointing in the direction of the party, but you wouldn't be able to move it around easily.
Okay. Bonus action, Slayer's Prey.
On the ballista.
Ballista.
On our
Demon friend.
demon friend, just to see if I can understand anything from him. At a later time, I can't do it now.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we've got Gunner. No, we don't. We've got this creature to the north.
I was 15 too.
I know, but his dex was higher.
No, make me roll for it.
His dex was higher, I'm sorry. As he looks down towards you all, in a just a raspy sounding voice, he says, "I have come in heed of my kin. I have been searching for you, and I have found you. Die!"
Oh, I was kind of hoping to be a friend.
And
The whole party just collectively goes, "Aww."
and it is going to fire a bolt. How many does he have? Just the one. It is going to go towards you, Thorum, and I will roll to hit. Plus
Yeah, do you get an
7.
action if you converse with someone? Or?
Is there an action to say that?
No.
It's like, you're all dead.
Yeah.
Oh wow! That is a 26 to hit. And then I need to roll a d6. So you take. Before I do that, I'm going to do this. You take 9 plus 10. So you take 19 plus 3, 22 points of piercing damage, and then as you feel this large bolt embed itself into your arm, I need you. What?
Michele.
Okay.
Why are you asking like that?
Maybe I haven't read this right. Anyway, I need you and
To die.
Gunner to both make me Constitution saving throws as you both suddenly hear this burst of crackling thunder around you, and your ears just almost become dull with the pain. So both make me Constitution saving throws, please.
Is this magical?
I mean, it's not a spell.
Is it magical?
It is considered magical.
And a
yes.
magical effect. So something I have not been doing this entire time, which I just realised when I was looking at Kips's information.
What can you do?
He can actually share his magic resistance with me.
Yeah. You've said that before.
And I think I have not specifically this
Okay.
magical resistance. 'Cause
Sure.
I've had my own.
Sure.
So I get to roll with advantage. No. Yes, advantage.
Go for it. So Constitution and Constitution, please, Thorum.
Oh no.
Oh well, both of them were absolutely fucking rat shit, so it doesn't really matter.
This is going well.
Holy
Do you
shit.
want to know what my total was? 9.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Michele looks so happy, which means this is going bad.
Constitution was an 8.
Okay.
And what's the second one you roll?
That's it. Just a Constitution saving throw. So on top of that damage, your ears, both of them burst as you are you're bleeding from the ears. You both take 20 points of thunder damage each.
Is that it?
Yes. So you take 20, you take 20 as well, Thorum, on top of that piercing damage too. And it is going to... What's its speed?
End its
30.
turn. It's going to end its turn.
5, 10, 15.
It's going to stop
20,
doing whatever it's
25,
doing and
30.
end its turn.
It's going to go a little bit closer to you. And that's its turn. Next, we've got Gunner. You are up.
My name's Char.
My bad.
You can call him whatever you want, though.
No,
Okay.
you can.
All right, it's your turn. Whatever you want.
Yeah, right, whatever, mate. So Gunner's be like, ah! I mean, Char. No, you've got me saying it. And as Thorum has released this flame, this pillar of flame from his mouth, because I am deafened now, I'm just going to like yell really loudly, ah! Thank you! And then you'll see the flame like pass through the Warforged, but they kind of like dodge out of the way, and then you'll see it sort of like almost halt in place and coalesce into a ball, and then he's gonna pull his arms apart like this, and it's going to curve back around and create a circle of fire around the Warforged, and I'll cast Wall of Fire.
Whoa.
Okay, so where are you casting?
Around
Sorry,
the Warforged.
around the Warforged.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I cast it at 4th level.
All right.
Can I borrow
Nice.
2 dice?
Cool.
This one. This one.
So, as you cast that spell, using Thorum's flame as the ignition, it stays where it is and doesn't dissipate. Thorum, you look over and you're seeing your own flame breath just hold and become larger and wider and more intense than what you cast, what you sprouted. And how many feet is this wall of flame?
Wall of flare.
What a fluff.
Wall of flare. It's 20 feet in diameter. So I don't know what that is the circumference of, but
All right. But you don't know how wide, like how long?
20 feet.
Oh, 20 feet long.
Like from edge to edge, 20 feet diameter.
Okay.
You can shape it however you want.
Yeah, I can either make it a line or I can make it a circle.
Oh, you can make it a circle.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
good
it's
to
a
know.
20-foot diameter. So
Okay.
across, 20 foot across.
All right.
So it
It's
should be able to encompass all of them.
it does encompass all of them, and you can see the licks of flame bursting from just midair all around them, and they are starting to shriek.
One side of the wall is dangerous, the other side is not. So I'm going to face the dangerous side in. So the flames are like curving inwards, kind of like a, what do they call them? Like a blowtorch, like, but it's like going inwards.
Okay.
And they have to make dexterity saving throws.
At this point,
Yes.
and spell DC again.
17.
Oops, daisy. Cocked. That one is passed. That one passed. And that one, all above the minimum. They all pass.
All right. Well, guess what? It's a concentration spell, so it's going to keep going. So, oh, that's a fucking one. Okay. So, shit.
Are you alright?
4.
I've never heard you swear so much in this campaign.
It wasn't bad dice rolls the last
Yeah, it's been rubbish.
Yeah.
Okay. that's-
Char's got a potty mouth. Gunner was pure.
Yeah. I'm a chav. All right. Sorry to any chavs out there.
Where's Chav Hunter?
Is that someone's name?
That's someone that usually watches.
Oh, I
us.
love
Yeah.
that.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. 14, 17, 21.
Halved.
Yeah. Is that right? Alright, 20, 14. Yeah, 21. 21 halved. But the flames stay there.
Correct. So, oops, that's not right. Okay, so the flames do indeed stay. I'll just put them in for you, just so you know what they look like.
Please. Can I have them animated, please?
Not animated. I'm so sorry. No. Absolutely not. Forbidden magics.
Darn it.
I'm just going to put this over here.
Oh, also, sorry.
So
Sorry.
20 foot, you said.
Yeah, across, like from side to side. But also, so they take 5d8 damage,
Mm-hmm.
and
I'll just put it there just to give you the sense. But they are on top of it.
Because it's Thulrum's fire breath, does it smell?
It has this off breath smell. Yeah, a little bit.
yeah, I'm using the gas. When a creature starts, hang on the side of the wall selected, you cast this spell. It deals 5d8 fire damage to each creature that ends its turn within 10
correct.
feet.
The 5 feet to the above.
A creature takes the same damage when it enters the wall for the first time.
Correct.
Flinging it
On a turn or ends its turn there. The other side of the wall takes no damage. Yeah, so if they are still within that, at the end of their turn, they'll take damage again.
Yeah. Okay, good to know. And are you doing anything else?
Yes. Yelling.
Okay.
No, I will. Is there a door to this hut?
There is.
Is it open?
Even this home seems to be different from the inn which you entered. It looks like just a private home now.
Is it open?
It is not open. The door is shut. The way is shut.
The way is shut. I will take a couple of steps back towards Dravago.
Back towards Dravago. Yep. Okay.
Yep. That's my turn.
All right. That is your turn. Is that where you want to go? Basically, right about now, or a bit further.
Towards Dravago.
You can go behind Dravago
Sure.
if you want to.
Yeah.
All right, cool. As you do, these Warforged go next. They are all going to do the smart thing, and because they are intelligent beings, and they are going to move.
You're talking about Warforged, yeah?
Yes, I am. Oh wow, wow. So this one's going to go down to 1, 2, and 3, and the fire is basically there. So one of the Warforged, one of the basically the speaker goes straight towards you, Dravago, and it is beelining it, and it's going to start to make some strikes against you, and it is going to. Let's have a look. Can I at all see this? Yes, I am. With its long sword, it's going to make 2 long sword attacks against you.
Do they take attack of opportunities from me?
Yes, they all do. Go for it.
2 of them or 3 of them?
2.
Hit.
So the one that went down.
Yep. The
Do I have my spell attack, or what do I do with that one? Do I have my regular attack?
I think
it's just attack opportunity is just your normal regular weapon attack.
In that case, that is a. Sorry, I haven't used my weapon in like
No, that's fair.
a lot of
Nice.
sessions.
Yeah.
Remember, you get an advantage with constructs, I think it is. No, plus.
Construct there is not an advantage, but there are other
Plus,
benefits to that weapon.
Yeah. Do you remember what they are?
I'm gonna be real with you. I'm using my regular mace.
Just regular
really?
mace?
Yeah.
Sure.
Boo.
Are you sure? Yes.
I give you good things and you don't.
I'm gonna use it.
You don't.
Oh, I think I made a
Just
mistake
waiting for
with
the
Ring of
killing.
Fire.
Killing.
That's a 3, so that's an 11 to hit. Sorry.
Misses.
Sorry.
That is
Sorry,
a-
DM. I didn't hit your thing.
That's a 9 on the second one, so it doesn't really matter.
No, neither of them. So just be aware that you do have a Mace of Smiting on you, which is, I'll give you those stats later, but I've got them up here. If you do want to use it, I'll be able to tell you on hand. So with that, the first one, the first strike against you, Dravago, is a 14 to hit.
That's misses.
Okay, the second one is going to be a 22 to hit.
It would hit, but I'm going to, as a reaction, use shield,
Okay.
which still actually hits.
Oh no.
All right. And with that, it will do. That's 0 on that one. That's full damage. So it's
Leave 0 here.
no 13 points of slashing damage on you with the one strike down. The other Warforged goes towards you, Rook. It's going to also make 2 longsword attacks against you. The first one is a 15 to hit.
I step out of the way.
And the second one is going to be an 18 to hit.
That hits, yep.
Hits. All right. This one here will do. That one there is a 4 points of slashing damage to you. And then down towards you, Thorum. That one there just goes again with 2 longsword attacks. The first one is a 14 to hit. And the second one is a 21 to hit. Meets beats. Yes. All right. It does 9 plus 3, 12 points of slashing damage, striking down against your armor. Go on.
I forgot to mention they do take another 5d8 damage when they try and walk through the wall.
When they walk through it, not end their turn. Yep, that's fine.
Yeah.
Roll for that. As that happens.
Sorry, that's the first time I've used this spell.
No, that's okay. No issue at all. But that's their turn. But tell me what their damage is and I'll apply it. It's okay. They won't die from this, maybe, hopefully.
Maybe, hopefully. No, I rolled terribly.
Oh, okay. All right.
I rolled 2 2s and 2 1s and 2 3s.
Oh,
yeah, so 16.
16? Okay.
With Wall of Fire at full level. Boo.
Cool.
Burns.
All right. And with that, they strike and they don't seem to be paying any heed to this demonic creature to the north of you and this Warforged and Ballista to the south. And now this large creature, this Warforged giant, ignores you, Amara, and with this already
fantastic.
with this already loaded ballista, he strikes the lever, which is broken but apparently still functions, and this huge bolt just gets flung towards. That'll be towards Gunnar and Dravago.
Shit.
I need. Let's have a look. No, it will just make an attack roll. Apparently, cool. Let's see.
Even the DM surprises himself.
Yeah, I know, it's amazing. This is against you, Gunnar. That will be a 24 to hit.
Yeah, it hits.
And then Dravago, that will be
What is
a
this?
The ballista.
19 to hit.
I thought you took it out.
Shield is still up, so it misses.
It misses? Okay.
Does Arik need to...
Yes.
Well, it would have
Yes,
to
it
move.
is within that 10 foot as well.
So he his own, if you want to roll to hit him.
Okay. So this will be damage for both you, Gunnar, and the companion. Let's have a look.
Does he get a roll to hit for Arik?
Yes. Because where is the
has an
companion?
armor class.
Oh, what is the armor class? Sorry.
Well, it's 13.
Apologies. Let me roll for that. That was a 7. That was a 13.
Yeah.
So it's
Oh, okay. Bugger. Okay.
Oh, love him.
So
Thing's good.
Gunnar. Oh well, this will be just damage for both Gunnar and your companion, and that will be an 11. No, sorry.
Yes.
Oh wow, 20. Sorry, 20 points of piercing damage to both Gunnar and the spider.
20 points. Okay.
Yep.
So I have to roll.
So Arik just all the metal components burst off him.
Oh no.
And Amethyst, I guess, be floating because he's got flying as his movement.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a chance just to catch the Amethyst?
Make it just a straight dexterity check for me. Your rolls tonight,
Give me
Drago.
the dice. Let's see if I can
Hey,
make it better.
Welcome to D&D.
To be fair, I've been pretty lucky up until now. So.
What did you
It
roll?
was a 7.
A 7. It drops onto the ground.
It's an 8.
What's that?
It was actually an 8.
An 8 still drops. Still drops.
Boo!
And with that, this Arak is destroyed. Yes.
Yes.
All right. Just for the purpose of this, I'll move him.
Don't delete him.
No, I won't delete him. I'll never find him again. Your hammer is still up, isn't it? The spiritual weapon.
Yes.
Okay. Just so I can remember where things are. And that is I think that was just the one attack. Okay. Next, we've got Travago.
New to D&D question.
Yes, please.
Talking in combat, does that take actions or bonus actions? Or?
You can, as long as it's not a monologue, you can ask questions and stuff.
You have 6 seconds, go.
I'll yell out to the giant Warforged because he wasn't anywhere in the tavern, was he?
No. No, correct.
Larger Warforged.
Correct.
Oh, is the captain not there?
Yeah, he is. He's the one that was striking at Travago.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the one with the ballista?
No,
He's
different.
I'll just yell out to him, we may have caught you in the crossfire. Are you with this group?
You're asking the large Warforged next to the ballista?
Down to the south, yeah.
There's no reply, but certainly by the look of that ballista strike, which seems to be true, there was some threat against you. So you
Rook
haven't...
had hit him first.
What's that?
Rook had hit him first.
Yes.
yeah.
I guess I will, having seen Gunner cop a couple of hits, I will reach out and touch him and cast Warding Bond.
Mm-hmm.
So the platinum rings that the Dragon or Boris one that I have on, and the Kip's ring, a little tether will happen between them. So Gunner, you will have a +1 to your AC and saving throws, and you have resistance to all damage.
Resistance to all damage.
To all damage.
Okay.
So +1 to AC and saving throws, and resistance to all damage.
Okay.
All right. You just note that down somewhere.
I'm trying.
And now that everything else is dead, on my side, I will not bother with the bonus action, and I will move 30 feet will get me, I guess, a couple of squares behind Amara, wherever the...
5, 10,
But
15,
I'll try
20,
and get
25,
not
30.
directly behind her in line, but a little bit across towards where the large Warforged is.
So you can move 30 feet, is that right?
Yes.
So that will get you within 10 feet of Amara. There in a couple of seconds.
Is it possible to go diagonal up so I'm not directly in behind her line to try and, I guess, draw the... so yeah, one up and one to the left.
Basically right in the center between the two huts, potentially. Or...
Sorry, was that the captain that moved down there? Yeah, so
Oh, my bad.
that spot, but yeah.
Okay, cool. Yep, gotcha.
Yeah.
So there. So same spot, but you. Cool. Okay. Thank you. The captain does, or the speaker does take an attack of opportunity against you as you move out of its reach. That will be a 24 to hit.
And that will hit.
I'm getting sweaty. This is intense.
And that's going to be 10 points of slashing damage as you race away to attempt to guard against the ballista. You feel this scraping across your back as the longsword makes purchase, and you hear this behind you, and you move there. Is that your turn?
Cool.
That was the turn.
Could you...
Oh, okay, all right, cool.
NBCDM out here saving lives.
Well then, fine. Okay, that is that's.
Yeah, go on, Michele.
That will be done. That will be done, of course.
Aww.
No problem at all.
Thank you.
Noted. MVCDM, the savior of this, the 5. All right. That's yours.
It's fine.
That's it, exactly. The last person to go is this large Warforged next to the ballista. And it is going to stride up around here towards Amara. Actually, it's going to go around to the other side, so it can move 5, 10, 15. It sort of climbs over this small stone wall that's directly behind this ballista, and wordlessly, soundlessly, with this large glaive, strikes down against you.
I don't like this.
And this is what I'm going to do instead, just because of simplicity. There it is. Okay. So it's going to do an attack roll against you. It's actually going to do 2 of them. The first one is an 18 to hit.
Yeah.
The second one is a 19 to hit.
Well, I mean, yeah, obviously the 18 hits.
Yep, cool.
Thanks, Michele.
Excellent.
Rub it in.
The first strike of the glaive will do.
Is that just one dice? Yes, it is.
14 points of slashing damage as it just scrapes up against almost your clavicle here above where your collarbone is. The other then tries to sweep underneath you and take out your legs, and that will be. Whew, okay, that's a bit better. 22, and I need you to make a strength saving throw, please. Strength saving throw.
Wow, that's my best modifier. Oh, this is what I get for touching your dice.
You are now cursed.
Fine.
You are now knocked prone as you are. Your legs have an enormous cut in them from this sharp glaive, and you are now on the floor in a heap, and you're bleeding out from your wounds. No. So
I'm
for
gonna like try and look super unfazed by it, like, oh yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I meant to fall.
So just remember, on your turn, you take half movement to stand back up, if you want to. And with that, Amara, you're up.
Oh, I hate this guy.
Do like a dragon flip.
Tell me what to do.
Oh, they just look cool.
Let's try out one of these throwing daggers. I'm gonna throw one up at him if I can.
Okay, make an attack roll.
I don't know which dice to use now. Ooh, that was good. 23.
23 will hit.
So it needs to make a wisdom save.
Yes.
Are they wise or are they not?
What's your spell DC?
What did you roll?
12 plus 0.
It's entangled.
Okay.
Yes!
Alright, cool. Let's just go quickly up. Let's just do this and this and this. Wow. Back here. Back here. There it is. So, grasping weeds now from the ground just envelop the legs of this creature, and all around it, you're not affected, but the ballista is now just covered in these vines that just wrap around both of them. And yes, okay, yep, Alright, so at the moment it just cannot move.
Cool, so I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna look up at it because it is quite tall. I'm gonna punch with my second action.
Go for it.
Which was a natural one, so that ow.
You hit just solid metal, and it does nothing to dent this creature.
Ow. And then I'm gonna... Fuck it, let's try again. I'm gonna punch again.
Alright, go for it.
Hope that it does better this time. Let's use the air and crash dice. No, that's a 6 instead of it. It's a 13.
Doesn't seem to make poachers as well, or you don't target anything vulnerable. You slam and it's the same spot. You see a small dent, almost a scratch, but that's it.
Ha! Dented your arm.
Is that all you're doing?
Yes, I will just rub my hands.
All right, Thorum.
So I'm pretty badly hurt, and so is Gunnar. So first thing I'm going to do is, looking back towards him, I'll look quickly back over my shoulder at Gunnar, and then turn to face the Warforged that I'm fighting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to channel divinity, and use all my skill. It's a good level. My healing pool is a little bit higher. So we take 25 points of healing, and I'll take the rest of that pool.
Okay.
Just message you how much that is.
Yep. Sure.
You try not to look stingy.
No, it's,
Amazing. No,
It's alright, we know you're stingy.
do it. Please do. Please do. Yep. No problem at all.
Stinge fest. It's fine.
All
Only
right.
a child, it's fine.
How healthy do you look?
I look great. Wow, I look like that a little bit.
Fair. And with that, as you yourself feel more strengthened and your wounds start to heal around you, Gunnar, what else would you like to do, Thorum?
I would like to. So earlier the Warforged that got caught up in the flames that had the arm that was dangling.
Yep.
And looked in really bad shape. Is that the one in front of me?
That's the one in front of you.
Okay. So, I don't know if I have some advantage for this, but my spiritual weapon is ethereal, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to throw my arms up and billow my cloak around me, and at the same time move the spiritual weapon straight through my body and have it solidify as it erupts out and hits this creature.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Go for it. Make an attack roll.
With advantage for flair.
With advantage for flair.
Sick, because I need it.
Go for it.
Oh no.
It's okay. The first one was a 13 plus 7 is 20.
A 20?
20 to hit.
A 20 will hit. Roll for the spiritual weapon damage as the head of it slams into the stomach of this Warforged.
That is 15.
15. And it goes through, completely severing this creature in two. As you can see, the metal creaks and screeches as it folds together. The strength of this weapon just completely engulfing this Warforged, and it is now destroyed.
Nice.
The spiritual weapon, unscathed and ethereal again, starts to float back to you, but stops about 5 feet in front.
Could I actually keep it going the full? It moved like 10 feet to attack that thing. So
Yep.
Can I move it a further 10 feet?
5, 10, 15, 20 will get you, so 5, 10. Yeah, they'll get you right on the corner if you want.
Yeah, perfect.
All right.
Park right there.
Okay,
Thank you.
cool. Anything else you're doing, Thorum?
No, that's me. All done.
That's you? Cool. Rook, you're up.
Okay, so
I would love a start like that.
Brooke just dies.
I'm dropping lightning bolts or
Yep.
lightning arrows. So my arm stops glowing that blue
Yep.
where the dragon marks are on my forearm.
Yep.
And as a bonus action, I cast Surface Strike.
Okay.
And I jump over that railing,
Mm-hmm.
and basically I'm heading 5 feet down from where Gunnar is, so up against where the The building is.
So just next to Gunner or 5 feet further away?
So south,
Yep.
5 feet down from where Gunner is.
Okay.
So the corner of the left, that's it. Yeah, 5 feet
Cool.
further down,
Yep.
if possible.
Yep.
I'm looking for full cover.
Full cover against whom?
At that point, it would only be the ballista if it could shoot.
You at that vantage point, or even on the very corner, you'd have 3/4.
Yep, we'll do that. Whatever advantage I can get. And I am going to.
So just be aware, it gives you +5 bonus to your armor class.
Yeah, against ranged attacks.
Against ranged attacks from that specific direction, yeah.
And I'm going to drop. I'm going to. Yeah, drop 2 shots into the Warforged with the giant axe.
Okay, go for it.
First shot, I'm going to use sharpshooter.
Yep.
Nat 1. Fuck.
It misses, it flies over the top.
Sharpshooter.
Second shot.
He said shit shooter.
Which is a 28.
That'll hit.
Yeah. So 1d8. 5 and 7 is 12.
12 points of damage.
12 points of damage, yeah.
Nice.
Okay. Let me just do this, and this, and this. It's 12 points against him. Alright. That next arrow cracks the center big plate of its chest, and you can see that it's embedded in it. And it's just sticking out like a pincushion.
That would be my movements.
Okay, that's you. Then, next up then, we've got this demonic creature who is facing off against the hammer, apparently. But it ignores that and strides forward again. Let's just have a quick look here. Yeah. Yep, I think I will, hey. 5...
Yeah, I think I will.
Yeah, I think I'll kill someone today.
15, 20. It's going to go there. And it's going to... hold on. What's the range here? Oh, no. Okay, so 25, 30 is there. It's going to go right here. Does your spiritual weapon have an attack of opportunity, Thorum? Because he's just going to take that.
Will it tell me?
Look, I'll say yes. I'm gonna call it. Go for it.
Yeah, he knows this fight is not one we're gonna win easily.
That is a 19 to hit.
A 19. It hits.
Damn, Daniel.
Damn, Daniel.
Never say that again, guys.
Why? What are you gonna do about it?
You'll find out.
You're scared.
You're just our god.
Yeah. You can,
9 points.
I'm
Okay.
thinking about praying to NBCDM as my new patron saint.
All right.
Do you know what? Screw Ilyana. It's fine.
That's it. Exactly. You watch as the hammer strikes this creature on one of the horns and cracks it, and this creature just simply grabs that cracked horn and just pulls it, and you can see flesh just emanating from its skull, but it cracks it off and just throws it aside. As you can see, this black and red blood seep down as it comes straight up to you, and with a... Let's have a look. Ooh, interesting. That's fine. It's going to make an attack against you with this saber that it has in its other hand, which is going to be... Yeah, that's a 26 to hit.
Oh.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So it will do 2 plus 2, so 4 plus 6, 10 points of slashing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please. As you feel this this wound coursing into your body, but then a burst of sickly feeling.
That was a 20 on the con.
A 20, and as you just take that blow, you push whatever magical effect away from this dagger. You still feel it on the surface, so it still does some damage. It does 40, 10.
100 necrotic damage.
It'll do half damage for whatever I roll here.
So much damage.
10 points of poison damage. I've already halved that, so it's 10 points of poison damage into you. As it
Poison or necrotic damage?
poison specifically, yeah.
Someone else said necrotic as a joke.
Sorry. It then, with its other hand, points out, and as it points this crossbow that it has reloaded towards Gunnar, who is the next closest, it just, with the same raspy voice, he wants you all dead so he can be free. And it fires another bolt towards you, Gunnar, and that will be 21 to hit.
Hits.
Okay, and that will do 11, 12, 13, 14 points of piercing damage.
Remember, you're resistant to all damage.
So that'll be 7 points in total.
Yeah.
And then it will do another. As you feel this bolt hit you, you suddenly are engulfed by pain as lightning just emerges all around you and just gives you such a shock. You'll take half of this as well, though, but
Shocking.
okay, so it will do. Okay, so 5 and so 13, 14. So 14 points halved, so 7 of lightning, and I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
How much was the first one again? 14.
Yep.
Take it half. Okay, hang on. I need to do a Constitution saving throw because that fire is still going.
Just quickly, while he's doing that, Jasper's game week just surpassed $2,000, which was their goal.
Nice.
For the entire year.
Beautiful.
So
That's
cool.
excellent. Beautiful. I'm so glad. Excellent.
Game week.
Fantastic.
I hope you pat yourself on the back as well in VCD.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Good job, man.
Hell yeah.
Well done. Okay.
So I saved for the first. Oh, actually, probably should be for the total damage. I
Correct.
think, actually, so I'll do it again. What was the damage for the lightning?
14 halves, so 7.
So 14 total so far then.
14 total.
Okay. All right. And Constitution saving
Constitution saving throw,
You get
please.
a +1 on that.
throw? And is that a
A magical effect? Yes.
22.
22. Okay. You feel yourself almost freeze for a split second, and then you burst out of this magical effect, and you are not affected by whatever
Burst out.
infernal magic this creature is trying to bestow on you.
Oh my gosh, I can't do maths. So it's 14 total damage,
Yes.
which is either half of that or 10, which is okay. Yeah, I just saved.
So the wall of fire continues to emanate.
Yeah.
No problem.
Side note, the tether between the two rings is still going.
Yep.
So Dravago will also feel a stabbing, piercing pain.
Good.
And then a shock of lightning. And
Okay.
14 damage.
Good to know. All right, as that tether takes place.
No.
Did I know that was going to happen?
No, not that
You
you.
asked me like 9 times when I was making the rings, so I told you.
There you go. Yes, you do. You do know then.
But I also explained that it's fine.
Okay.
All right.
Woo!
So with that, that is this creature's turn. Gunner, you're up.
I don't know what to do.
Give yourself a hug.
I don't feel real good. I'm not feeling very good. I'm scared.
Welcome to Fate's Script,
Yeah.
the musical.
How does this creature look right now?
Where this demonic creature?
Ah.
Not hurt. No, not really hurt much.
Cool.
Looks quite strong.
Good. Very skilly. Okay. Alright. I will... It's a new spell. I don't know what's gonna do. Okay. Why has it got so much text in it? Okay. I'm gonna cast... Gears?
Geese, yep.
Gears.
Yep.
Cute.
Yeah. So...
How long does gears take?
It's 1 minute casting time. My bad. Nope, not doing that. Not casting gears. Thank
Yeah,
you for
fair.
that. Shit, I didn't realise I had a casting time of a minute.
Thank you, Thorin.
Alrighty then.
Fuck yourself.
I will cast telekinesis on the big boy.
On the Warforged.
Oh no, the demon
The
thing.
bull boy.
Okay.
And what I want to cast, so it lasts for 10 minutes.
Mhm.
So I'm going to
Correct.
take that fucking crossbow from it. I'm going to rip it out of its hands.
Okay. So make an ability check with your. Hold on, no. You can try and move an object that weighs up to 1,000 pounds. If the object is worn or being carried, you must make an ability check with your spellcasting ability, contested by that creature's strength check. So please make me an ability check with your spellcasting ability, if that's okay with you. And it needs to. Oh wow.
Why are we all rolling? You know, it just makes me sad.
Listen what I mean. We can do it. We can do the musical.
All right.
Joking like
19.
Ariel just then.
It does not.
Look at this
You
stuff.
do not take effect.
Oh wait,
It does not take effect
there's
at all.
another thing that just got redeemed.
Oh. Oh.
It mostly
It
looks
mostly
with
looks
its
with eyes, but you suspect
I
also
don't
this is
think
small
that's part
toe.
of it.
What we judge
dropped it
what
anyway.
is whom dropping. Oh, it dropped it anyway. Right, got it. Thank you. But all of a sudden, even though your spell did not take effect, all of a sudden this thing looks at its hand and the crossbow is not in it, as it just suddenly loses its grip and it's on the ground.
It's like fate, smoke.
Boom. Thank you, weird judge. I'm watching you. So with that, you see that
Our subscribers.
it's almost like a spell took effect, but not really. You don't know how it happened.
I loosened it for it. I loosened the grip.
Are you doing anything else, Gunnar?
Crying. I will move behind the. Oh, I can't fucking see. It's so tall. My eyes are so rubbish. I will move behind the object that is a house. The house. Yeah.
Now, is that
I'm
the house?
taking cover.
Sure. Are you taking cover on the house that has the flames on it, or the house
The
that...
flames are gone. I cast telekinesis, so they've disappeared.
Thank you.
There's houses on
Fire.
So where the house was, or sorry, where the fire
I'm just
was?
moving to take cover from the demon guy.
From the demon
the
guy.
ballista, so I can't get hit anymore. So I'm just moving backwards this way, inside the.
All right. So that's probably going to be there. That'll be out of range or out of sight of both. Behind one of them, which I'll move you now. Cool. Is that enough or a bit more?
Oh no, not that far. Like
Just about 10 feet away from Rook, maybe.
no, like halfway between the middle of both of them.
That's about there. That's about 10 feet away from Rook.
Okay, sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. With that, we have the Warforged turn. So this one will probably go over towards Thorum, and then the speaker will go over towards you, Rook. So the one against Thorum will make 2 longsword attacks against you. And that's going to be a 26 to hit.
Jeez. Of the session.
And then the second one is going to be that won't hit. That's a 12. So the first one will do plus 5 points of slashing damage against you, and that's it. That's all it does.
There you go.
Against you, Rook,
I thought it was attacking. Okay, cool.
the speaker comes towards you and it will make also 2 longsword attacks. The first one will be a 17 to hit,
Meets beats.
and then the second one will be a 10.
Misses.
Okay, so just the one again hits, and it will do 6 points of slashing damage against you. 6 points. And that's all they're doing. Next up is the Ballista, who does not have a turn because of... who was that? MVCDM, thank you very much. And the Ballista does not get reloaded by this large Warforged because it is entangled. So that's why. RPing this. So with that, we've got Travago.
Give us a D.
Right. I'll try one more time with this large Warforged, and I'll say, tell me now, did you come here for the demon or for us?
This large Warforged looks towards you, and with the glaive raised high, it points this thing wordlessly again towards you, towards Amara, towards Thorum, and missing this other demonic creature.
Then I shall... is that an occupiable space between Mara and the building in front of the...
Yes, it is.
Then I shall move into there.
Move into there. Okay, so you go here.
Can I say to Travago, worth noting, he's cut my leg open.
We did hit him first.
What?
Yes.
Rook did.
I thought he was the captain.
And I will pull out like I attempted once on an airship, a copper coil off my bandolier, and I'll throw it at the feet of the Warforged, pull out the rapier, and attempt to hit it with a booming blade.
Go for it.
Boom, blade, boom.
That is a 20, not natural.
Not natural?
Yes, thank God.
It hits.
Okay.
Chris.
So as
Okay, finally.
the rapier pierces into it, hits the Warforged, the coil underneath will spark up and hit the tip of the blade. So first it will take the weapon damage, I believe. Sorry, just double checking that. Yes. So the weapon damage is a 4 piercing damage.
4 piercing, okay.
And then it will take 2 2d8 thunder damage.
Okay.
And it's dead.
And that will be 11.
11 points. Okay.
And then Arcane Jolt will activate, and I will siphon off 2d6 health.
Okay. Go for it.
Well
Which will be 9.
Wow.
And as that health comes in, the newly forged parapet of wound closure will go a little bit red and beat as a heartbeat, and that will double.
Okay.
18.
And you regain
yes.
18 hit points.
Shit, that was awesome.
Finally.
Well done.
Is that all you're doing?
Did you double your damage within that 20?
Sorry?
Did you double your damage within that 20?
That was
It was a natural.
Oh.
Yeah, correct.
Overexcited over there, Rob.
Yeah.
And I believe that is be done.
All right. It is not, though, as this Warforged now looks at the new threat and this glaive just gripped with two large, meaty hands as it reaches over its head and it comes crashing down, both trying to strike you, Dravago. So, even in its entangled form, it can still reach you. So it's going to do... let me have a look. The first one will be a 27 to hit.
That hits. As a reaction, shield will come up even though it still hits.
Yep, and the second attack will be a 22 to hit.
That hits.
Okay.
As he hits, Amara feels rage come through her and she's like, "He's my friend!" Punch.
Yeah.
Sentinel. Go for it, Sentinel.
Oh, wait. I think that's a 16. It's either a 16 or a 10. It's a 16! It genuinely was.
16 to hit.
16 plus 7.
Okay, that hits, yep.
And that's 8 points of damage.
8 points, alrighty.
But also, even though it's entangled, if it wasn't, it couldn't move. Its speed is
Correct.
0.
It is still 0. As you slam, what do you attack it with if it's Sentinel? Fist? You slam into into one of the joints in its leg, and you hear an audible as metal starts to bend, and you can see that he sort of almost leans over and winces, but he tries to use that motion to swing the glaive towards you. So both do hit, and that will be 17 plus 6. The first one is 23 points of slashing damage. And then the second one oh wow. 24 points of slashing damage. 24 points. As both just come slamming down across you, and you can feel that bits of wire just spring out and are just flailing where your joints should have connected them. You still have all your faculties, but it is you definitely see the damage caused.
I hate it.
That's beautiful. Back to the top, Amara.
Cool, with my newfound confidence. I'm going to use half my movement to stand up.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to punch it again.
Go for it.
That's a natural 20.
Okay. Cool. Punch that thing.
Also make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Absolutely. Okay.
Done that before.
Okay.
That's a 22.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Max damage, 16 plus 19 points of damage.
19 damage for the first. Wow.
So second punch is a 17 to hit.
Misses.
I'm like, ah! And then I'm like,
Tink.
Bonus action, let's do it again. It's a 17 again!
Misses.
I just like slam it so hard the first time that I like look at Dravago for approval and then I'm like, and nothing
A
happens.
little boing from the spring coming out of the shoulder.
Thank you. Thank you.
Boing.
Alright.
That's my turn.
That's you. Alrighty. Next up, Thorum.
So I'm kind of surrounded on two sides here.
You've got two enemies on you.
Right. So I'm going to turn to the big demon boy.
Mhm.
And I'm going to cast at 5th level Flame Strike. So a vertical column of divine fire roars down from the heavens in a location I specify. Each creature in a 10-foot radius must save on a dexterity saving throw, or else take 46 fire damage and a 46 radiant damage, or half as much.
Okay, and you're, I guess, targeting both of them?
Can I do that without getting myself?
Yep.
Where they're standing?
Yep.
Cool, then yeah, target myself.
Alright, so I'll do the dex saving throw. You roll your damage. I'll do the dex saving throw for the Warforged first. Natural 1 for the Warforged. So it will take full damage from this.
Hell yeah.
The Orthon is next, this
The what?
demonic
The what,
creature.
sorry?
Orthon.
Is that its name?
Well, you don't know, but I said Orthon, so do with that what you will. Its dex saving throw is interesting.
Hey Siri, what's an Orthon?
Sorry, I didn't quite
That's a
catch that.
20
Could
for
you
the
please repeat it?
creature, the demonic creature saving throw.
Alright, so it takes half. And
Okay.
half. So there's 26 points of damage all up.
So 13 halved.
13 halved, and then if it matters, 9 of that 26 was radiant damage.
Okay, that is noted. Thank you. The Warforged, who didn't dodge, looks up and he sees this beam of just swirling energy head towards him, and he simply just looks at you and says, "You will die." And it just engulfs him completely in flame and fire, and he is disintegrated.
That is fucking dope.
Goodbye.
Dope as fuck.
You are the weakest link. And this thing dissipates straight away, doesn't it? It's not like a concentration spell, and the soft wind blows it into non-existence again.
Damn. See ya.
What else are you doing?
Man.
What about the heart?
So that
The demon creature?
the demon creature still there, but the Warforged is gone.
Just, you can see bits of burnt metal on the ground in its wake. It is gone.
I'm gonna hold up my open palm, and my spiritual weapon will fly from behind it, and hopefully strike the force from behind it.
Making your attack roll with that.
It does not.
Okay. Cool. Are you sure you don't want to tell me what the number is?
It's a 10.
Nah, I missed this one.
Just a shame.
As this spiritual weapon swings, this creature simply leans forward without looking back, and you see it meet thin air.
Can I be in absolute pain? Does he get advantage because he's flanking?
It's a spiritual weapon controlled by Thorum, so no, unfortunately. No, good
Nice
to
try.
good to
I'm pulling the
ask.
strings, yeah.
Good to ask. Good to ask.
Fine.
Is that your turn, Thorum? All right. We need Rook. Your turn, Rook.
Alright, so I think I've counted this out correctly. I can move 65 feet. I'm moving towards... So bottom couple of blocks in the southwest, just behind the straw hut on the bottom left.
So that will probably give you that. Tell me if I'm
65 feet.
completely incorrect as you watch the map briefly, and that will change to there.
That's, yeah.
Hey!
Was
So-
there a attack of opportunity?
You will get an attack of opportunity, one long sword attack from the speaker.
No, he doesn't because I have...
You have Zephyr Strike, that's right, yes, so, no, true.
And because I have Zephyr Strike on, I'm going to attack with advantage at the big boy.
Go for it.
And we're going to use sharpshooter,
Yep, sure.
which is an 18,
Mm-hmm.
which is like a 32 or something, but in case I get a nat 20, which I didn't. Sorry, one other thing that I want to do, bonus action, poison arrows.
Okay, yep.
Yeah.
Go for it.
So, 1d10, 1d8.
Mid combat.
Pretty much.
So that is 12. And then...
So what did you roll to hit? Apologies?
32.
Oh, okay, sure. So 12 points?
That is 12 points of damage plus 7, which is...
12 points of piercing damage plus 7...
12.
Piercing? From the arrow? From the bolt?
Yes, correct, yeah.
Yep. And what was the plus 7?
12. That's just my damage.
Oh, sure.
The roll is, sorry.
Yep.
12. So 19.
Yep.
Now it needs to make a Constitution saving throw of 14.
All right. Otherwise, what happens?
It takes 2d8 poison damage.
Okay. It did roll a 14. It did pass.
Yep. Dope.
So you notice that.
Jeez.
I know you did notice that it does strike the creature, and you hear this cling as it goes through the torso, and it just disappears within its body, but nothing else occurs. It seems.
And I have my second shot.
Yep.
I'll use sharpshooter again.
Mm-hmm.
She's not going to do it. Yeah. Look, that's a 17 minus 5, so...
No, 12 doesn't hit.
And that's one of my turns.
All right. Next up, we've got this demonic creature again, and it's going to... again, turns towards you, Thorum, and it's going to make another saber strike against you, and it's going to be a 24 to hit. And it's going to be this. It's going to be what's that? That's a 4 plus another 4, so 8 plus 6 is 14 points of slashing damage. And please make me another Constitution saving throw, as you again feel that whatever weeping effect coursing through your body.
15.
Okay, this time you will take full damage from this, as it will do 26 points of poison damage. And you are now considered poisoned at the moment. Do you have those effects up, or do you want me to let you know what that involves? Cool.
Give it some flavor.
Who was attacking them?
You've the demon creature. So you are poisoned. Now, a poisoned creature, you have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks, as you feel that weakening in your body, and you look down and you see not only is your own blood flowing out, but greenish black liquid is flowing in from the dagger and just disappearing inside. And that's no, it's also going to reach down and pick up its crossbow, but it can't fire it this round because it was dropped. Thank you, weird judge. Okay, that's its turn. Gunner.
Boy. I
girl, too.
will try to. I'll move back out again.
You move back out?
Yeah.
Next.
Around the corner.
Whereabouts? Because you've
Just
got...
move straight out and toward the street. So like.
If you're going to be passing by the speaker, who can make an attack of opportunity if you go right into the middle.
See it. It looks like a little black dot from here.
That black dot is a Warforged. Sorry.
Okay, I will exert my telekinetic grip on the Warforged instead.
Okay, and what are you trying to do? Lift.
See if I can control it first.
So with telekinesis?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're trying to move him? Because you'll need to make your spellcasting ability contested with the creature's strength check.
Yeah, I will do that.
Please do. Oh, this person's amazing.
$21.
You win.
It's about time.
About fucking time.
And what are you doing?
And I'll lift it up into the air.
It rises and it sort of, for a moment it struggles, and then the long sword and the shield just dip by its side, and it simply holds and waits.
I'll slowly walk outwards with it, so I'll make it move with me, and I'll take us a couple of steps forward, say like 10, 15 feet.
Yep, they are. It has to follow you, and you lead it further into the middle of this battlefield, and it rises up further and further in the air, simply slack.
How far away is the Warforged from the demon?
Oh, from the demon?
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. About 13 by 5, so 65 feet.
Ah, shit. Okay. What about the other Warforged?
The other Warforged? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 feet.
I'll take one more step towards that and hurl it at it.
Okay. So you're throwing the Warforged into the other Warforged.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So you're going to make one more step, and you're going to fling it.
Correct.
All right. For the purpose of this, I'll say it lands just to the right of this.
Do you want me to like roll?
Make an attack roll. And just use your dexterity, because it's technically a ranged attack against this
Do you want my
creature.
spell attack?
You can use your spell attack actually, because it is also, before that, it's a magical effect. Go for it.
18.
18. It ricochets and glances off the large Warforged, who almost sees it coming and follows it and almost just pushes it away with one of its hands, and it stumbles over to the right, crashing down. But it also does roll me 4d6 for the Warforged, who lands heavily for the small Warforged.
Small Warforged.
Smallish.
It's a small creature.
Hey, not bad. 12, 16, 19.
19. As this, it goes behind the hut, and all you hear is a, and you don't know its fate because you can't see it.
I know it wasn't a grip, but it's not.
Yeah, it's not anymore. Lol. What else are you doing?
How far have I moved?
You've moved 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet.
Okay. I'll just take one more step back towards the demon.
Yep.
That's my turn.
That's you. Okay. There is no more.
Bonus action turn into my thought form. What am I doing?
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right.
That thing.
You appear as this glowing nimbus, and you are now in your thought form as a bonus action. This large Warforged picks up from the side of this ballista another bolt, and it loads it, and then with a foot it lands it on the lever. And
is it not restrained anymore?
It is, but it does manage to, with a hand, crash onto the lever, and it's right next to it. And the bolt lashes out and fires towards Gunnar. So it will be a 23 to hit,
It's
Oh shit.
and it will do
It has disadvantage on attacks against me. If it
The
is
ballista?
If it's restrained, it's still an attack.
Oh, good to know. I will roll that again then with disadvantage.
Hey, no, it's not directed. It has to be directed.
That's a 17.
I will cast shield.
You have
And
a
that
plus
misses.
1 already still?
Yes.
All right.
So that will be a total of 15 plus shield. So that will fail.
Okay, so the bolt flies over and hits the side of one of these huts, and it bursts through the wood and
one's in there.
splinters. You don't hear any reply or effect, and that's the ballista Dravago.
Heal yourself.
Yeah. Yes, I might have to abandon Amara briefly.
Woo!
Something like it hasn't happened before.
Actually, would I be able to use the winged boots and get to this spot on the other side of the Warforged to flank it?
Yes, you can. You are now on behind it, essentially, right at the very, very bottom. You should still be able to see him very soon move there.
And then I shall cast my new spell of Cure Wounds at 3rd level.
Okay, roll your health.
We're gonna wail on this demon.
I love how we've left the most
So
powerful.
that is 15. That then gets doubled by the parapet of wound closure. So that's
Good.
30 in total.
Okay, you heal back 30 hit points.
I would have held the Warforged at him, but he was too far away.
As you feel your mechanical pieces just mold back together and reconnect.
And that'll be me done.
All right. The large creature is next. It is going to.
El Grande.
It's going to see that this Dravago has moved around, and it's going to make one attack each this time. One for Amara and one for Dravago. So one glaive just strikes down, and then just the other strike just almost without seeing it, but just glancing, strikes backward. The first one, Amara, that will be a
WTPK.
a 16 to hit.
Meets.
Okay.
Fuck you, Michele.
There's doing a lot of that tonight.
Apparently.
Is the Warforged named Michele?
That will do.
It is now.
This Warforged is the big bad evil of this campaign.
7,
Maybe it's the Lord of Fire.
13 points of slashing damage. And then Dravago, where's my d20? Your attack will be 15.
That misses.
Okay, the other strike just wails over you, and you can feel that wind of that huge glaive. Make a sentinel for me.
Ow. No, I know that won't hit.
Okay.
It's 13.
All right, and that misses, and that's its turn. But you're up next, Tamara.
Cool. I'm gonna try some weird shit.
Okay.
I'm going to bonus action disengage.
Yep.
Because I can do that with a key point.
Mm-hmm.
And I am going to move myself. I'm not going to leave you, it's fine. I'm going to move myself here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to try and aim and shoot this ballista at the demon.
Oh, right, okay. You'll need to also make a strength check because these bolts are massive to reload this
Oh,
thing.
you're gonna shoot him with the ballista.
So make a strength check, please.
Oh. That's my worst
Come
modifier.
on, you got this.
It's a
You're getting
minus
creative.
modifier. Oh, it's an 18.
And with that, you just use
My
all of
heartbeat
your
kicks
might
in.
and just roll it onto the ballista and click it into place.
And I've seen how this guy hit the lever,
Yes.
so I'm gonna just look at it, hope that it's aiming at the demon, and then boom.
As you remember,
It's gonna hit the other.
It's good.
No, I shoot it first.
however, the wheels underneath it, the wheels underneath it were disintegrated, and it was no longer able to be moved even by this large creature.
Even like tilting? Could I tilt it up so that it's going for the head?
It's only able to be pointed towards this demonic creature, which you're more than welcome to do. But not even this large Warforged is able to maneuver it without the wheels, not even with its strength.
So no matter what I do, it's gonna hit Gunnar.
You can aim it. You can still aim it up and down.
I'll aim it up towards
Yep.
the demon's head.
Yep. You can do that. You can do that. All right. For the purposes of this, then I'll just use its stats to roll to try and hit the demon creature. So,
Go ahead, guys.
Creativity.
so let's
Let
do
it
this
fail with advantage.
with advantage. So 12 plus. Oh god, 12 plus 6 is 18. It hits.
It does?
It does hit. Just, and it will do 3d10. Do you want to roll that damage for me, please?
Yes, I do. I want to roll the damage.
Roll 3d10 for me.
Okay. 15 points of damage.
15, okay. You notice, however, that this creature seems to almost envelop this large bolt and sort of move it.
You're gonna die, sucker.
Bad arsery to the max. Welcome, Promethean. Welcome. Good to have you here.
By the way, just really quickly, after watching the one shot last night, is my new idol.
Yeah.
That guy is just, I don't know what it was. I was watching him last night and I was like, this guy is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I want to be as cool as this guy.
He's pretty cool. Also known as Jason Momoa, I think. I think he's also known as
It does look like him.
as the creature grabs this bolt, it hits it, but then it shoves it out of the way, and you can see Thorum directly in front of you that this creature has this huge gash in its side. But it hit it from. It seemed to strike it harder. You're not sure why it's not suffering as much as it might have otherwise.
So that was technically my first attack.
Yes, correct.
I feel like reloading it and trying again is too much.
Too much.
So I'm gonna pull out a dart. I'm gonna throw it at the giant Warforged.
Go for
It'd
it.
be great if that kills it.
Side. Oh wow, this is great. It's an 18 plus 7.
That hits.
What's my default? Full damage. Why am I doing good and you're all doing shit? This is great. That's 7 points of damage.
7 points, okay. Again, this dart disappears within this creature's body, and you can hear this cling, 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 as it seems to hit and tear apart some of its insides.
How are they both looking?
They're both looking bloodied, but not
I think you mean oily.
not particularly
Oil.
on death's door. Is that all you're doing, Amara?
Aside from looking super badass,
That's it.
that's it.
Thorum.
So for the second and final time, I channel divinity and dump the entirety of the health pool straight into myself.
Good idea.
And then,
Oh my god, it's alive.
No, I'm fine. It's okay.
yeah, you are. You must be. And then, as I do that, I'm going to reach into my belt and then pull out my rations.
Okay.
Yeah, my rations.
Yum yum yum.
A little bit in my palms, a little bit.
It's the innocent sounding Thorum.
Fat. From my palm, I'm going to blow them off and cast it 6th level. One and only 6th level first one.
God, imagine if you did that in your campaign.
Yeah, right?
Food.
And cast insect layer.
Okay.
Oh wow!
And as you've seen me do before, a torrent of golden fireflies erupt from my hand and envelop this demonic creature for 5d10 of damage, unless it saves on a...
It would be what? Piercing damage?
Piercing damage.
Yep.
Oh, I was kind of hoping you'd say radiant.
It's
Still
a
on damage.
Constitution saving throw of 15.
A 15? Oh, Jesus. Yeah, it got an 18.
That actually fails.
Ah,
Takes half. So
cool.
it takes- Sorry.
That's okay.
What does Kips do when all these fireflies come out?
Yeah.
Too far away for it to notice for now. Hiding from the dangers at the moment.
Dangers.
So it'll take 13 points.
The dangers.
Is that already halved?
That's
Very
right.
dangerous.
Cool.
The name
Nice.
Okay, and you see and hear these wisps of bzzz just surrounding this creature and biting and stinging and just completely just attacking this thing, and you can see it start to just with this massive arms just try and scrape them with its own saber, scrape them off of its face, and you can see this blood start to and the skin to start to peel as the insects just go into those places that's been freed and continue at the bare flesh now, as it just roars. Roar! What else are you doing?
That's all I'm going to do, but it is now considered, it's in difficult terrain.
Yep.
And, the locusts will stay for the time that they're there.
Okay.
I thought you said there were fireflies.
That's all you're doing. Next up, Rook.
Okay, so would take an action to. I think I might already asked this, but just to double check. Would take an action to check in and see how close to death the giant Warforged is.
Make how close to death? You've been around Warforged a fair bit, so I'll allow it. Make a perception check for me.
Is that going to take an action?
No.
Okay.
See that.
Would be 16.
16. Okay, looking at it, it's probably, you'd say maybe if you striked it as much as you've done so far, and again, you might reduce it down enough.
Okay, so I don't have advantage on attack the surface strike anymore, and I lose the 1d10.
Yep.
But I still have can't take opportunity attacks.
Yep.
I'm going to shoot it twice,
Go for it.
and I'm going to drop sharpshooter in it again,
Go for it.
Pump it in.
which is 28 minus 5.
Okay, that hits.
So I get a 1d10 on that.
Yep.
That bow's okay, I guess.
It's just average damage.
So that's 13. 12.
12. Okay.
12 points of damage.
I wish we still all.
Oh, sorry, plus the 7 on top of that. I
Yep.
keep forgetting my plus modifier.
This time, as you strike it with the first shot, one of its arms is struck and its entire side just falls onto the ground and his entire arm is severed. It seems like he can wield, however, the glaive in only one hand as he lifts it up and points it at you with this focus in your direction. Continue.
Okay, and I'm going to take the second shot.
Yep.
With sharpshooter again. Fuck you. Which is a 9. It's 14.
Doesn't. It misses.
Sharper.
Yeah, sharpshooter's horrible.
Sharpshooter.
Okay, so
What's wrong?
Nothing. Go on.
Oh dear.
Oh no. Oh dear, oh dear.
So what I'm going to do now is move up towards. So where the houses are,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take the left-hand edge of the hut, moving like I think it's like 15 feet or something. I basically want to have a point of view onto the demon after that last attack.
Okay, so you want to go still behind the hut, but further up?
Correct, yeah.
And how far can you move?
Like 65 feet.
So you want to go sort of
Just
to
the corner of that hut, yeah.
corner of that hut?
Just in case any range attacks come in.
So just to make sure about there where that which side?
The left-hand side.
Okay, I'll move it up.
I'm looking
Yep,
to cover
cool.
as the demon.
Like that?
Yeah.
Cool.
And I hit you with that last attack. Can you make a Constitution saving?
Sure.
Well, with the first attack, sorry, not the second one.
That is a 14.
Oh, fuck you. Stop me, You pass on a 14.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
For God's sake.
That
Yeah.
is a 14.
Yeah, it beats. All right, that's all you're doing?
That's, I'm gonna bonus action.
Cry.
Ask you how you want to do this.
No, I'll keep Zephyr Strike on. I'll leave that. I'll end my turn there.
Okay. All right, so here's what happens next.
Ooh. So
This
exciting.
creature looks toward you, Thorum, and from within, from what looks to be a small bag that was behind him, he pulls up what looks to be just a small piece of parchment, and on it, it's a blackened, almost burnt piece of paper with what looks to be white glowing writing. And he holds it up,
Says you suck.
and he holds up his crossbow as well, and he looks. I'm gonna roll for this. So
Did he pick up his crossbow?
Oh no. This is not good.
just gonna roll
Drop
a d10.
Someone would.
No. Let's make it exciting. I like this.
So I'll start with 1 to 2 for you, and then go around in a circle.
Being invincible so
1
far.
to 2. That's
Yeah,
a
kill
10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. It's going to move out. As it sees that this Warforged is being attacked relentlessly by bows and by arrow shots, it moves
By flying Warforged.
5,
And my fists.
10, 15, 20.
Punching darts. Oh God, I hate that so much.
I did air punch it with a dart.
That's why I said punching darts.
It'll take an attack of opportunity.
Make your attack of opportunity.
And the weapon?
And the weapon. Go
Michele
for it.
sounds so disappointed about what he's about to do. I
The
love
red
it.
one is the spiritual weapon.
Thank you very much. Thanks for differentiating them.
That's what you get.
I should have went invisible.
Oh my God! What did?
So that
Where
is
did-
a 15 for me to hit normally,
Mhm.
and
You
a
just fucking yeet out of there.
23 with the spiritual weapon.
Only the spiritual weapon hits.
Did he move or did he teleport?
1 plus
I don't know.
Removed.
Moved it?
That's why it's taking attack of opportunity.
I thought so.
12 points damage.
12 points, okay.
It's dead, right?
12
Yeah.
points. 12 points. Good. Halfway between reaching you, Rook, and going away from you, Thorum, for the last time he points his crossbow back towards you and fires, while still holding this parchment in this other hand, and that will be a 22 to hit.
Yeah, it's
Fuck.
And that will do 4 plus 2 is
that
6,
armor for?
12 points of piercing damage, and then okay, you need to make me a Constitution saving throw, please, as you feel this burning sensation in your side.
It hurts.
In your gash.
What'd you get?
An 8.
An 8?
Oh no, wait, he has the side gash.
Weren't you already finished?
Yeah. Can't get double anymore.
Double disadvantage.
17 points of acid damage.
Yeah.
Engulfs your sides. You feel your scales bubbling. And as he holds this
I don't like this guy.
up, this piece of parchment up to you, Rook, you feel this uneasiness as some sort of black smoke starts to billow out of this piece of parchment, and as the writing disappears that you can see in some unknown language,
I'm getting disintegrated again.
die.
Okay. What do I need to roll?
Nothing, you did.
Nothing.
Excellent.
And
Is this a...
Thorum, you see that just beyond this creature, who then disappears, only you can see what happens here and you're in line of sight, Rook simply collapses. And looking over, there is no breath coming from his person.
And this demonic creature disappeared. Rush over to him.
The creature's gone. Totally.
The creature has vanished.
Fuck.
And as Thorum races over to try and see what the cause of this spell or magical effect has been, that we are going to end it there for the evening.
Is that other Warforged still up? It's my dad!
Warforged is still there, just simply looking on at the sudden calmness of this scene.
Today was not a good day.
So it wasn't a spell or anything.
Tell me more.
Well, whenever it make... Well, you said I don't get to...
No, that's
saving
okay.
throw.
That's okay. Saving throw, unfortunately not. But what else have you got?
I had a 1d6 in my saving throws.
No.
So, no.
This is not a
Sorry.
saving throw. I'm sorry. We're going to leave it there for tonight.
How do we end it there?
As I mean, it is getting a little on after our end time, unfortunately. I should really play test these to make sure that I do finish on time. Apologies. But thank you everybody for watching our little stream, and please be back next week to find out more about what happens in our
More about what happens.
more about what happens.
About the death of Rook times
Tune
2.
into Justice Game Week.
Yes, please do. For the rest of the week, you'll find pretty much everybody in front of me playing an amazing game. Please watch them and obviously support that amazing cause as well, suicide prevention.
3:30 on Friday.
3:30 on Friday. Look out for the Twitter tweets, and also congratulations again to our giveaway winner.
Yeah, MJ My Time, she just messaged me back and she was like, oh my god, are you serious? I won.
Excellent.
Also, congratulations to the team at Meeples and Dragons, Art of Roleplay, and Justice Game Day for all of their effort, hitting over $2,000 now. Incredible. All's going straight to Beyond Blue.
Beautiful.
Thank you to everyone who was in the comments that was a part of that. Huge.
Thank you.
Now let's all cry.
Thank you for our new patron gods, NBCDN.
Yeah.
Yes.
100%.
100%.
Thank you for the assists there. Also, again, Jasper's Game Day, amazing.
Yep.
Massive shout out to Michele again, that was awesome. And everybody else that joined us from that game yesterday.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks again.
Lovely. And you, Promethean, they're talking to you. All right, we're out. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you. See you next week.